Okay. Right. Okie dokie. So, where are we going? Here. New game. New day, new game. That started fast. And the cat's here with us too. Ready? This is correct. Hi, Eris. Are you gonna settle down? If you wanna lay down, but like, just settle, please. So I can work around you. I just need you to stop moving. You can lay wherever you want, you just need to lay somewhere, okay? Please. Oh, I almost forgot to start recording. There we go. Hi, Don Homer. That is a name. Oh, hello, Eris. Yes? This is Honey Brew? Oh, you changed your name. I was like, hi Mina. I was like, wait, I don't recognize this name, but hi. Gotcha. Do you have some news for me? What's up? God damn it. Eris, sweetheart. You cutie patootie, please. No. She's totally gonna jump back on. Oh, yep, there she is. You do not. If you just lay down, we won't have to have this fight. Please, Eris. Just lay down and stop touching the microphone, sweetie. Huh. Want to skip the turn? Why would I skip the combat? Fuck you. No. How the fuck would I do that? Face more enemies, 4 skill pull points per chapter, lower prices. Fuck that. We're going with balanced. As we should. Prologue. It's In
the year of our Lord, 1701, the Republic of Venice went to war with the sovereign monarchy of Ralston. This war was over passage rights through the Adriatic Sea though this point will rarely be brought up when the war is discussed by future historians.
That was great, but that was very loud, bro. Obsidian's plan for the next few years is to work on projects big and small, completely new games, and added content for the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2 and space out their releases. It isn't working on a third Outer Worlds game, but does plan to keep making games in the Avowed universe. I know. I know, Honeybrew. Hi, Kibdillos. Did you finish the other game? I did. I did, in fact, finish Pentiment. So now we're playing The Necromancer's Tale. I'm gonna go live out my necromancy dreams as a minor noble in a gothic setting. But yes, the article that you are quoting right now, Honeybrew, is an article that I have already read. I read it this morning. It was a bitch to be able to fucking read the article, but I managed. You went from Avowed 2 to another game in the Avowed universe. I cringe a little bit every time they say Avowed universe. I was like, do you mean Pillars of Eternity universe? Do you mean Aura? Either way, either one would have been a better choice than Avowed universe. Cringe. But anyway. I also love how, like, Chris Avalon came out months ago being like, they're working on Avowed 2, by the way. And then several people who just really don't like Chris go, huh, he's not a reliable source of information. We have had the sentence, another game in the Avowed universe confirmed at least twice from fucking articles since. My dude was right. When he's right, he's right. But yeah, game in the Avowed universe could, if we're being a little delulu and very hopeful, it could be Pillars of Eternity 3. I doubt it, but, you know. We continue to hope. That entire article was... It gave me hope on some fronts, and it made me a little worried on other fronts, so in the end, it was a net neutral, I guess. At least Obsidian's not getting yeeted out of Microsoft, which was a genuine concern, because Microsoft's been yeeting a lot of their gaming studios and stuff. But Obsidian seems to be safe for now. For now. Anyway, I couldn't take any of what this dude said seriously because he started the sentence with, "in the year of our Lord," and I always say that ironically. I will literally start sentences with, "What do you mean in the year of our Lord 2026? How could you say that?" when I'm talking to other people as a joke, so I cannot take this expression seriously. I'm sorry, sir. So, in the year of our Lord, 1701. 1701. Okay. The Republic of Venice went to war with the sovereign monarchy of... fuck me. This war was over the passage rights to the Adriatic Sea. This point will rarely be brought up. Okay. I got an ad, but you were saying I cringe when, and I imagine you were about to say people call it the Avowed universe. Yes, that is exactly what I cringe at. Yes. You guessed it correctly, buddy.
It was, like most wars, overstretched and too costly. Neither side could afford it, nor would they back down. Many lives were lost, and whatever the outcome, each nation would nurse its wounds for some time. The war raged on for 6 years, draining both countries' resources, but the Republic of Venice was older than Ralston and had deeper pockets. In a war of attrition, they would win, and both sides knew it. 3 generals from Ralston, 2 brothers and a close friend, came together to strategize, and came up with nothing. They would not win this war.
Okay.
In desperation, one reached out to a dark power and was told to make pilgrimage to Golgotha.
I don't know what that means.
With no other avenue, they spent 1 month sailing to the walls of Jerusalem,
I know what that
where
means.
they docked under cover of darkness.
Ooh.
On the hill where the man named Jesus died, they met a figure too old to identify as man or woman. It offered them a book, an already ancient thing made of pale leathers and filled with symbols that hurt their eyes to look upon. The thing smiled as they took it, a smile made of too many teeth.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any of that seriously because my brain interpreted the sentence too old to identify as man or woman to mean that, you know how like, you know the meme of like after, if you're a virgin by the age of 30, you turn into a wizard? It's like, this is giving the vibes of like, there is an age after which you just lose your gender. You become automatically non-binary or alternatively, apparently you automatically become an eldritch entity with too many teeth. I couldn't take the rest of it seriously after that. What age is that and how can I get there?
Full of dread for what they had seen and what they were about to do, they sailed for another month to get home.
Okay.
Things had gone badly in the time they were away. Soon they would have to surrender, and Ralston would fall into decline, one it was unlikely to survive. Whatever doubt the men had about using the knowledge in that book, their mind was set now. They cast its pages open and chanted dark incantations. And lo, did the dead walk upon the earth that night.
I'll make it teeth. God damn it. Oh boy.
Undead sailors hauled themselves into the Venetian boats. Soldiers dragged themselves from battlefields and clawed up from shallow graves to drive the Venetians from the land.
Spooky.
The war was won. The Venetians could not fight Ralston's impossible numbers. They surrendered, the book was shut, and the dead were dead once more.
Okay.
The book was destroyed, but the world had noticed. Ralston had dark magic, and no shame in using it. Many enemies, without and within, were born that day. 1711. 3 years later, a child was born to one of the generals involved in unleashing the spell.
Oh boy. Did you offer someone your firstborn? A baby girl.
A beautiful baby girl.
Okay. What were you named? We're going full name, because supposedly you're noble, so... Domina. The night you were born, a blood moon hung low in the sky. There was a storm the night you were born, one that came from nowhere. A ship was caught in it, doomed to be dragged to the ocean floor below. A comet passed overhead that night, one that cycled between purple and green. Huh. Domina is such a 1700s name. I know, right? It's perfect. I feel like a blood moon sounds pretty cool. Ocean floor below. Green. Convince.
There was a storm the night you were born. One that came from nowhere. A ship was caught in it, doomed to be dragged to the ocean floor below.
It's setting my thingies. I would prefer to set my own shit. Cause this way I don't know what I'm setting.
In a tavern, a captain silently got up, and slowly sailors followed him. Not a word spoken between them. They took their ship and braved the storm. They managed to save half the crew on the otherwise doomed vessel. None of them recalled why they risked their lives for this. You were taken from your mother and left with a nursemaid for your first few days in this world.
Oh, okay, yeah, for nobles, makes sense. She was a kindly girl from the town's poor quarters. While your paths crossed every few years, she has never reintroduced herself. Seeing you always cheers her up, and she is content with that. A distant cousin who hated being tasked with minding you. She largely ignores you, and when it was done, she told everyone what a fine job she did, and how you both had an unbreakable bond. You have not spoken since. A heavy-set lady who helped raise many children in the town. She was lauded for her understanding of children, and how their minds behaved, though nobody turned up at her funeral when she died of heart failure. No. We're gonna have, we should have a kind lady. Yeah.
She was a kindly girl from the town's poor quarters. While your paths crossed every few years, she has never reintroduced herself. Seeing you always cheers her up, and she is content with that. You were born into wealth and status.
Hell yeah.
And had all you could wish for.
Fuck yeah.
But your parents never had another child.
What the fuck?
And your father was often preoccupied with his work. Your mother, distant, sickly and delirious, you heard another mother say. Hoffman, the family steward, raised you more than they.
That's because of the, what was it? Was it lead in the fucking makeup? Or was it something else that was poisonous? I don't remember, but there was some poisonous substance in their fucking makeup at some point in history. So that's probably why your mother was sickly. Just saying.
It was a lonely childhood.
Oh no.
1718. You are 8 years old.
Okay.
You play with friends from school. 2 poorer boys, Diedrich and Flip. Your father disapproves. You play in the graveyard outside the city. Nobody goes there without an armed guard.
I do.
But children do not care for such things.
Exactly.
Children are small and fast and can outrun ghoul.
Me.
At least when the sun is up. One day, as you play, you hear a rustling coming from some trees. You all freeze. Then a stone whizzes out of the green and hits you on the head. You stare in disbelief, a slow trickle of blood running down your face, partially blocking sight from your left eye.
Ow! The leaves part. Your cousin Lucas, 10 years or senior, steps out. He scanned the tree line and spots Sophia, a girl you recognize from school. A group of other children from the city emerge from the tree line. You recognize the leader, a boy named Willard. My buddy Sophia? I don't know. How am I supposed to know which one applies to what? Oh. Sorry, Aries, you woke up?
You scan the tree line and spot Sophia, a girl you recognize from school.
Fairly standard name in Portugal, so I believe that.
She throws another stone at you, but you are ready and avoid it.
Ha!
Stay still! I need you to bleed enough for a ghoul to sniff you out.
What the fuck's
She
Sophia?
calls out.
I want to see them hunt.
What the fuck's Sophia? Okay, Sophia is not my friend. Friendship ended with Sophia. Why would you want to see a ghoul hunt me? Hunt anyone?
Why would you want to see a ghoul hunt me? Hunt anyone?
She didn't answer that day, but she did end up becoming your friend.
What the
It was many years later, as an adult, when you learned a ghoul killed her mother, and she wanted to know how she died.
Sophia,
She didn't say it, but something in how she told the story, perhaps simply in her telling of it, gave you the impression that she had gotten her wish.
Who else did she fucking kill?
That night you are woken by voices outside your window. You look out. You can see the graveyard, though you know it's normally on the the other side of the house and too far away to see. In it, 2 people dig up a grave. Despite the distance and lack of light, you can make out the name on the tombstone. Your father's.
So, you're dreaming? You know, graveyards don't usually move places.
One of the people stops. Then, and without moving their body in any way, they turn their head to look at you.
Okay.
You do not recognize them. They grin an unearthly grin at you, so eerie that it wakes you from your sleep. By morning, you have forgotten it all.
Okay.
Years later, you catch sight of yourself in a mirror, and the memory of this dream comes back to you as you suddenly realize that the face staring at you had been your own. The one you have now as an adult.
That's pretty concerning.
1721. One morning, your mother comes to your school. She takes you out, even though classes are not finished. She says everything is okay, but you do not believe her. Her mannerisms tip you off.
Okay.
She is normally so distant, but today is very close. Holding hands and hugging you, kissing your cheek even.
You are 10. Why do you know how you look like as an adult? I'm assuming it's because that part of the dialogue is saying years later you will notice that, but not at that point in time, right? So not yet. Years later, in the future, we will realize that. We will look back upon that memory of that dream and realize that it's our face, right? I think that's what they meant. But yeah, I also noticed that. I was a little confused for a second. She is normally so distant, but today is very close, holding hands, hugging you, kissing you.
She brings you around the town. First you stop to buy sugared apples. Then she takes you shopping. New clothes, new books, new toys. A luggage trunk. She brings you to the castle, and, with some whispered words and coins exchanged, the guard lets you into the grounds. You go to the pond, and throw bread, and watch fish pop their heads up to steal from the ducks. You walk the city walls, and the 2 of you take in the view. The sea to the west, the hills to the south, the forest to the east and north, and beyond the northern tree line, the road that leads to the capital. That, she tells you through teary eyes, is where you're going. You won't understand until you're older. Maybe not even then. You need more than I can give you. More than I can be.
Okay, Mom. You're freaking me out.
You protest. She cries. When she stops crying, she doesn't remember where you are, how you got there. A watchman brings you home. There your father glares at you, angry that you upset your mother, angry at your non-compliance. Hoffman brings you to your room to help you put your new clothes and books and toys into your new trunk. He tells you that she loves you, that this is for the best.
Is my mom mentally unwell?
A few days later, your carriage rides out of town. In your children's stories, events like this happen on rainy days, but today is sunny and clear-skied. As the carriage crests a hill, you can look back towards the city and see it all. The farms, the walls, the groves, the castle, the seas. Your home. How do you feel as you are taken away?
Confused, I guess?
I don't understand what I did wrong for them to send me away like this. I wonder, will I ever understand? 1722. A year has passed. More quickly than you might have expected. Winter's first snow falls lightly outside. You watch from your dorm and reflect on your time here.
Okay. This year was hard on you. You started many fights. You ended many too. Huh? What the fuck does... What do they mean with schemes here?
You killed the time by dreaming up schemes and enacting them.
What kind of schemes? Evil schemes?
You convince other students, even some faculty members,
Oh, I'm
to part
scamming
with their coin
people.
and other goods.
Based.
1725. Your schooling is done now.
At the age of
Your time
15?
here is over.
14?
You spent much of this year deciding what to do next.
World of courtly intrigue. Hell yeah.
One of your professors said she saw something in you. A spark that would see you well in the world of courtly intrigue.
Diplomat. Okay, I don't know what that means.
This sounds exciting to you.
Hell yeah.
And well paid, too. So they put you in touch with a contact of theirs to begin your training. With your path decided, you found you had time before your training began, so you made the trip home to visit your parents and tell them of your plans.
Parents? I love this man's accent. I don't know where it's from, but I love it.
Your travel home feels faster than it was leaving. Perhaps mindset, perhaps age, perhaps because you have done it once already and can spy milestones. Whatever the reason, you arrive home to your mother and Hoffman awaiting you. Your father is not there, but joins you for dinner that evening.
Are you planning to replay Avowed with the upcoming updates? Depends how much they're adding with the updates. If it's sufficient, then maybe. But the first time I played Avowed, I pretty much 100% like did everything there was to do. So unless they're adding some significant content, probably not. Did you see the video? They're adding new weapon types, new races. Yeah, but that's not usually the sort of stuff that leads me to replay a game. It doesn't change much. For Avowed. Maybe. Depends. Depends what I'm playing at the time. Whatever the reason you arrive home to your mother and Hoffman awaiting you. Your father's not there, but joins you for dinner that evening. Okay.
It had been 4 years since you were home. Not a long time for some, but a quarter of your life.
Pretty much.
You had this idea that you had matured, changed so much in that time, but...
Your attempts to gain access to libraries' restricted area are still rejected. The master there refuses you. Those books are not for children. You try to wow your old friends with tales of your time away, and it pains you when they don't seem impressed. You still find your father to be as inscrutable as ever. I don't know what these are gonna do. I do want to go to the library's restricted area. That sounds cool.
Your attempts to gain access to the library's restricted area are rejected.
You took away my point and convinced
The master there refuses you. Those books are not for children.
I'm so mad right now. You took away one of my highest king skills, you piece of shit. What? That is mean. Fuck. I'm mad.
You tell her of the books available to you in the school, and of your studies, and how you are able for the secrets hidden in her library's vaults, but she assures you that your mind is not ready for what you would find within.
Uh-huh.
Despite this, it is good to be home again, to see your friends and family. You have a good summer. As you leave for your new training, you wonder how long until you come home next, and how you will have changed by then. 1727. You are nearly 2 years into your training now, and it goes largely as expected. Your mentor, an older lady named Valentina Zupan, takes you to the Scottish courts to watch the burning of a witch. The woman is accused of fornication with the devil, but Valentina says that the only crime this woman, and women burned like her, committed was striving for knowledge, studying the natural world and trying to understand it. Valentina wants you to see how other countries treat people who they cannot understand, how they treat knowledge they cannot fathom. She tells you then that a war has broken out at home. A lich, a powerful undead sorcerer, has begun raising the dead and marches on the capital.
Can I be friends with
So
him?
far, its armies show no sign of moving out of Ralston, but Venetian and Habsburg forces are amassing on their respective borders to repel anything that tries to cross them. Other nations will turn this on us. They will try to turn the Pope on us too, no doubt. They'd see us burned like that witch.
Okay.
This is our job, to slow the tide that comes for us. We shall travel to other courts, seeking help. We will get none. In reality, we're there to find the lips that whisper against us, and do what we must to shut them.
Oh.
By deals or blackmail, whatever it takes.
Interesting.
You were on a carriage to London that night, on the start of a tour of Europe that would carry on for the next year. Eventually, word reaches you that the Lich has been defeated,
Fuck yeah.
that its forces collapsed as the final blow was struck.
Kind of a shame.
Your father was at that battle, as was your uncle. You learn your uncle was wounded, but is well. Neither man died, though the same cannot be said for thousands of others in the country.
Yeah, but those are little people that don't matter.
The soldier's work is done now. Our work only gets harder. Venice will want to march in retaliation for 1708. Habsburg will want the land. Several others will want us stomped out for being too liberal. We must keep these wolves at bay while our country rebuilds.
Okay.
1729. Your training complete. You land your first post.
Ottoman Empire, Venice, or the Holy Roman Empire? What is that gonna do? Venice?
You were thrown to the wolves and sent to the courts of Venice.
That sounds...
You never found out why you were sent here, and it has never become clear if this was a punishment or a prestigious assignment.
Neither.
You never see the Doge Alvise III Sebastiano Mocenigo. You
That's
never
a
see
long-ass
anyone
name.
of note. You spend your days with minor nobles and nameless ambassadors clawing over any attention at all. Nobody asks your opinion or listens when you speak. How does this posting make you feel?
Mina was thrown here for her attitude and sass. That's okay. This changes nothing. Howard Hartstein is diplomat. I suppose somebody has to be put here. It's not an exciting post, but given our history in the war, it is an important one. I'm bored, but honored.
I suppose somebody has to be put here. It's not an exciting post, but given our history and the war, it is an important one. 1731. You are through the early years of your career now. You have earned some recognition and accolades.
Yay.
Some time from work and a purse are made available to you. As you take some time to enjoy this leave, a terrible thing happens to you.
Uh-oh. My arm is broken while climbing the Alps. Hi, DJ Updog.
Your arm is broken while climbing the Alps. You had been talking with your friend, Astrid,
Cool name.
and you both agreed that you needed to blow off some steam. You decided on a vigorous mountain climb, and so you planned a weekend hike up a nearby mountain, with an overnight stay at the summit. It was late summer, so you knew you wouldn't need to pack too much. A tent, some food, and, of course, hiking equipment. The day before the hike, you travelled to a rented chalet at the mountain's base. You spent that evening going over maps, making plans, and divvying the gear, before getting an early night's sleep. The next day, you rose early and began. The early part of the hike was quite pleasant as you wandered through the lush green forest that covered the mountain's base. By midday, you were exiting the forest. From here on, it was sparse and stony trails. Unsure you'd find enough wood at the top for a fire, you gathered some here. The extra wood was bulky and unbalanced you both, but you agreed to carry it for now and abandon it if it became problematic. Soon the incline became steep enough that you needed to start climbing. You worked in tandem to advance, taking short breaks as they presented themselves. At one point, a rope snapped, and Astrid hurt her shoulder as she crashed into the cliff face. In your scramble to secure her, you lost much of the wood you had gathered earlier. You both took a moment to calm your nerves before carrying on. When you finally hoisted yourself up over the edge of the cliff, you found yourself facing a cave.
Oh boy.
You shouted in to see if your voice echoed. It did, but not by much. You turned to help Astrid up. With the sun setting, you decided to leave your ropes in place so you could make it to the summit before night came, and you set off on the final stretch. You reached the summit as the sun disappeared over the horizon. Astrid set the camp, and you took what little wood survived the journey and built a fire. By the time she had the tent up, your food was heated. The two of you sat, tired but proud of your accomplishment. You talked a while, discussed, but you didn't stay there for long. The wind kept growing, and you both knew that if you had stayed there, your tent would blow away. You took it down as a strong gale whipped up around you. You carried it, wrapped under your arms down the mountainside to the cave you had passed earlier. "What was that?" asked Astrid. You'd heard nothing, just the wind, you replied. Then, in the dark, something moved.
Uh-oh.
A grey mass against the black cave wall.
Bear?
Something uncoiled and stood. It snarled and charged at you both. You pushed Astrid out of the way and barely avoided the first swing. A large hand, the size of your head, slammed into the ground with a massive thud. You rammed your elbow under the creature's ribs and it yelled. It spun around, faster than you could react, and backhanded you across the cave.
Yeet.
Your face stung and your
Oh,
head
it's,
throbbed, but you had no time. You picked yourself up as you heard it nearing. You jumped
Those
on it
creatures from
and
Hoth?
buried your thumbs into where you hoped
Star
it had
Wars?
eyes. It shrieked and grabbed you by the arm. It tightened its grip on you, and you felt something crunch under your skin. You yelled. It hurled you towards the cavern's mouth.
So that's how I fucked up my arm.
Astrid, who had managed to get out while you fought the thing, was able to seize you by the legs and dragged you. The thing followed you to the cave mouth and bellowed after you. You got a good look at it then. A nigh 10-foot grey-blue body, rippled with muscles and bristling with white hair.
Okay.
A hammerling.
Okay.
One of the mountain giants.
Great.
It didn't follow you out onto the mountainside. You and Astrid, tentless now, found a crevasse to hide in, pained and cold until morning. Thankfully, the climb down was easier despite your 1733. When you learned of your father's death, you were...
On a date.
On a date.
Hell yeah. +2 to impress. Let's fucking go!
The main course had just been served when a courier came to you and delivered the letter. It had your family seal on it. You knew it was important. You excused yourself for a moment. You never returned to dinner. You did not go on a second date.
Feels bad. Poor whatever person I was on a date with.
Something changed in you then, and not for the better.
Why would I care? Apparently my father was a piece of shit. Oh god, how many more points are you gonna take away from my shit, you piece of... Fuck.
I went numb. It seemed matter of fact to me. Of course he would die now, as my life gets going. It was very like him. I found myself thinking he had perhaps died now on purpose. A foolish thought. Now, days later, your carriage crests the hills towards Marnes, the sun blasting off the red and yellow bricks and rippling off the blue sea beyond. You are almost home.
I could have had an extra point in convinced if I hadn't fucked it up. I'm still mad about that. Tell lies, talk to people.
Home to reclaim my life here,
Fucking
now that the
go.
man who sent me away is dead.
This one's basically insight. Oh, okay, I can fix it regardless. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. We don't need any of these. We don't need that shit. Logical thinking, the ability to piece together clues. Knowing important information such as local... Yeah, we don't need that. Ability to notice important details. That's perception. So this is perception. It's like intelligence type of thing. Logic. Ability to tell lies. This is deceit. And this is, yeah, charm. This is insight. Domina Van Elstrick. Great name, by the way. Career diplomat. Fuck yeah. You know what? We'll keep what we have. We will. It's fine. Because I can't put any more points, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll keep what we have. It's fine. Oh, this is some top-notch fucking graphics. 1 hour from the north gate of Marnes, my coach had been climbing a steep hill surrounded on all sides by oaks before the great forest gave way to farmland. And there we saw a young woman accosted by 2 brigands. My coachman called to me.
Should we stop, madam?
Dominus portrait looks too enthusiastic to become a necromancer. If I could become a necromancer, I'd look pretty fucking enthusiastic about it too. What do you mean? I'd be thrilled. Yes, at once. Coach pulled to a stop. As Martin's fallen so far since I've been away, the two of you should accost the ladies so near the city gates. Is everything okay here, my good lady?
Yes. Apart from this pair of fools annoying me.
Fair. She waved her hand at them, quite casually. The men hefted their weapons and one of them turned to me.
Stay out of this. It is none of your business.
I feel like I recognize some of these voices, and I can't quite pinpoint them. Let's bargain. You're making a skill check. It's a level 2 analyze check. This means that you need 2 levels of analyze to pass it. If your skill is less than 2, then you can spend points from your skill pool to make up for the balance. Your skill pool refills at the start of each chapter. Spend 0 skill points to pay them off with 4 crowns. Spend 0 to fail. Yeah, it's like the options that we have is either to fail the skill check or to pass it, because I do actually have 2 points in analyze, so it's fine. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. Here, some coin for your trouble. The men sneered as they reached for the money. I prepared to resume my journey.
Thank you for helping me.
I never did find out what the fuck happened. Like, why were they harassing her? Did she do something wrong?
I know you. You
You
are
do?
the daughter of Zelig.
I am? She shrugged, smiled sweetly, and straightened the garland in her hair. I nodded. She seemed about my age, but I did not recall her face from the past. Is this Sophia? Is this Sophia? Who are you?
Just a girl from the village yonder.
She looked slyly at me and waved her arm vaguely to the north, back down the hill the way we had come.
I was collecting herbs when they waylaid me.
Are you a witch? My coachman eyed her suspiciously but said nothing. Who were those men?
The protection of the city is not there for all of us, and outside its walls, there are many men such as these.
This much of a words are true. In recent times, I never travel beyond the city without a weapon.
I can't pinpoint why I recognize some of these voices. Were you not afraid? Your life seemed in danger.
It was not. Those men are fools.
The coachman scowled at her. Would you like to visit me at my mansion, oh lovely lady who is a complete stranger and possibly will try to kill me in my sleep? You seem like the feisty sort of lass who I could befriend. Yes, befriend. She looked amused for a moment, then gave her cryptic answer.
I think our paths shall cross right enough. Perhaps as allies. Though as friends, we shall see.
Be safe, then. I must go to my dad's funeral, whom I don't care about, but whatever.
I am sorry. It is a sad day, and Lord Zelig was a good man.
Not really. I climbed back into the coach and glanced out to wave farewell, but in the place of the young woman stood an old hag watching me. I knew it! It's a witch! It's Auntie Ethel. Fuck. The shadows seemed to draw in around her, leaving her face indistinct.
Be wary. We select dead so worth us circling.
Uh-oh.
The House of an Earthquake may have an important part in the future of the kingdom.
Well, obviously, I'm the main character.
Do not presume to know who your friends and enemies are.
Ma'am, everyone's my friend. Until proven otherwise. Especially if they're mysterious and or creepy and or necromancers.
Whoa there.
Woe indeed. Carriage comes to a stop, which jolts me awake. I had thought that on my return home after so many years that I would watch it all, rising up over the hill to see Martins, entering the gates, the ride to my family home. But I had been traveling for 3 days now, and I had clearly been too tired to stay awake, despite my strange encounter in the northern forest. Still, I was home. Perhaps it was unkind of me, but when I stepped out, I was surprised to be greeted by Hoffman. I expected him to be long retired by now. Despite his age, he stood tall as he greeted me.
Welcome home, my lady. I trust your journey was a pleasant one.
Ah, Albrecht. As best as one could expect, given the circumstances. The old man said nothing, and there was no expression on his face. He just nodded slightly, as indecipherably as I recalled. Nothing about this exchange gave away how close he had been to my father, raising him after grandfather's death, tutoring him, following him to war, even minding my mother in recent years. If he was hurting from the death, and I knew he was, he hid it well. I must have been staring for too long because he cut the silence.
If madam wishes to go inside, I shall follow along with the luggage.
Okay, fine. I nodded and left him be. Supposedly one of the characters is voiced by Marajai's voice actor as well, which is pretty funny. Supposedly it's our uncle. I can quick save? Blessed be the fucking gods. Thank you. Hi, Albert.
Please, go inside and I'll follow along with the bags once I pay the driver. I'll be on my way once I get my coin.
What is the strange encounter we had outside? Why does that matter?
I don't ask questions, and neither should you. I'll be on my way once I get my coin.
Okay, so Hoffman's gonna pay him. I wanted to take care of it home first before going into the city. I needed to speak with my mother and Albrecht to make something. Wait, what did it say? And make sure that things were in order. Right. Can I go back here? Can I? Aha! A garden chest. And a kitty cat. We'll go to the kitty cat in a second. Ooh. A bunch of stuff. A scythe. A hat. A bucket. These are all very important. We're taking all of them. I don't think I understand this very well. That's okay, we'll figure it out later. Settings. Graphics. Bloom, water, mirror reflections, painterly effect. I don't know what that means. Hi. Oh. My eyes. Bless the Lord, my eyes. Uh-huh. That's an effect, all right. Wrong button. Yeah, I was fine, thanks. But hat of finest fashion. I know, but like, how do I equip it? I don't know what this is. I think it's for trading. How do I equip it? Can I equip it? I can. But I'm already wearing a dress. It looks weird with a coat. The finest fashion, though. Now I look like a freaking tavern wench. Maybe later. Hi, Kitty. A black and white cat sat here, watching me suspiciously. Should we reach out? Oh, we should try to pet the kitty. Should I ignore it? Maybe I should ignore it first, because cats, you know. No, reaching out a hand is fine. You just have to wait for him to sniff you first. Oh my god. Okay, I guess not. Not that one. That one's having none of it. Am I like, should I like dig here or something? Can I dig? Can I dig? Guess not. Well, fuck you too. I don't know how to dig. I'm sure the game will tell me later. Our boat hadn't been tended in an age. I wonder if it was still seaworthy. Probably not. I had fond memories of jumping into the sea from here with my friends Diedrich and Flip, long hot summers, a lifetime ago. Oh, fuck me. Okay, fine. Water. I did not have a vessel in my hand to fill it with water. Do we have... We have a bucket! We can fill a bucket with water. I don't know what for, but we could. We could. I filled the bucket with water. Fuck yeah. Why did I do this? I don't know, but I did. We now have a bucket full of water. Did I need one? Probably not. Maybe there'll be a reason later. It's giving divinity. It's giving. All right. Albert, is there any reason you think I might need a bucket? Nah? Okay, well, let's go. It was just as I remembered. Less cavernous, perhaps, but still an impressive room with a grand staircase leading up to bedrooms and private offices. There was no sign of any of our servants, however, and there, besides the fire, my mother slumbered. Cannot save while in conversation. Okay. But I can now. Haha! So many things to take. I'm taking all of it. It's all mine, bitch. The cat is inside. Or is it a different cat? It might be a different cat. We don't know. I'm saying hi to the cat first. It was sleeping peacefully. Well, that doesn't mean I can't say hi. Fuck. Hi, Mom. My mother looked to be waking from rest. As I approached, she raised her hand to block the light as she looked at me.
Zelig. Is it time for bed? I'm afraid I fell asleep while reading.
Mother, it's me, your daughter. Recognition washed over her face then.
Oh, my baby has returned. Your father will be so glad to see you.
Mother, I don't know how to tell you this, but your husband's dead.
Your father. Your father. Oh.
Yeah. When did we get that cat? I don't remember. I feed it sometimes, and it seems to like it here. Yep. Cat distribution system. It is universal. I am home for father's burial. She looked at me confused.
Your father is dead?
I thought you just realized that. Right. I guess I'll leave. Bye, Mom. Condolence cards. Baron Gervas. That's the guy who's voiced by Marajai. By Marajai's VA. Will. Let's see. Holy shit. Juliana, I still cannot believe he is gone. With a pomp over, I will be taking some time to mourn him. If you need anything while I'm gone, ask Lucas. I am sorry that I need to retreat away when you need me most. I failed him and now I fail you. Sorry, Gervas. I was hoping it would read it in his voice. I wanted to hear it. The guard captain, Willard Werner. Madam Van whatever the fuck, your husband was and will continue to be a great inspiration to me and my soldiers. We will endeavor to keep Marnes and all of Rolf's as safe as he did. Know that it takes a legion to replace him. Something something. Guard captain something. Lord Richard Carnell. Okay, this one has color. I'm saddened by your loss. Bruh. If you're gonna send this shitty of a card, don't fucking bother sending a card, okay? Holy fuck. Lucas. Oh, okay. This is different. I am inconsolable at the loss of Uncle Zelig. If you need anything at this time, please, anything I can do, just ask. Okay. That's my cousin. Oh, I spotted a card from the Queen of Ulston. Holy shit. Ulka III. I am deeply saddened by the loss of one of Rulston's finest sons. His efforts in service to his country these past 30+ years have kept this great nation safe and prosperous through admittedly difficult times. It is truly hard to say that we would stand so tall were it not for his sacrifices. Know that I shall hold a vigil for him on the day of his funeral, and that the royal household shall be fasting in his honor and memory. Ulka K. There was one from the friend Diedrich and his grandmother Sybil. Sybil? We don't have the words to convey our sympathies. If there's anything you need, you have to but ask. A second card from Diedrich, addressed to me alone. I am sorry I admired your father. Always wish he'd been my dad. Don't. Let's drink to his memory when you get back. Yeah? Yeah. Okie dokie. One of the cards was enigmatically signed S. Is that Sophie? Death comes for Saul in the end, but how do we greet him? Cowering, angry, bartering like a statesman perhaps, or with open arms like a friend? There was one from the local priest, Father Olivier. I am wounded by the news of the loss, such a loss to you, us in the city, and the entire nation. I'll set in motion plans for such a grand funeral to ferry him off to our Lord God and his heavenly angels. A saint of a man. My heart weeps for you. He was not a saint. He dabbled in the dark arts of witchcraft and necromancy. Oh, pushed to the back was a card from my friend Sophia. There we go. Our girl. That's what I was looking for. Sorry to hear about your father. Still, maybe you can come home now, eh? Did you kill my father so I would come back, Sophia? That's pretty cool, actually. When are we meeting? Okay. She walked by me, but she seemed oblivious to my presence. I wasn't actually trying to call to my mother. My possessions, such as they were, some changes of clothes, some books, nothing of real value. Partial suit of armor. Where was the rest of this armor? I didn't ask Albert. Oh, okay. What about the paintings? Why are the paintings off the wall? Albert would know. That's fair. Ah. Gulliver's Travels. I ain't reading all that, bruh. Yeah, okay. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened. None of the people whose portraits hung on this wall, nor the names on the plaques. Okay. It's a little odd. Okay. Fuck me! Love in Excess or the Fatal Inquiry. That's too much reading. And I'm a fucking CRPG player, sweetheart. And that's still too much reading. Fuck me. Sorry, buddy. All you're getting is a cursory reading. Robin Crusoe. Oh! Oh! I know that name. Okay. Cool. I don't remember why I know that name, but I know that name. Most precious wine. Why was this sitting in the entrance hall? Let me guess. Albert might know. He was standing in the lobby.
Can I help you, my lady?
Your letter didn't mention how my father died. He did not want this question. Forgive me, my lady, but I must confess I'm embarrassed to tell you he was found dead in a bush, the smell of alcohol strong off him. The herbalist Halen performed the autopsy and said it was failure of the heart brought on by the overindulgence in liquor. So he drank himself to death. Did this city have no doctors? I should find and question this man soon. Meanwhile, I need to search the house for more evidence on my father's drinking habits. Why the herbalist? Why not a surgeon? I'm afraid I do not know why. He is a learned man, I suppose. Drunk in a bush. Some broken bottles were found scattered around him with the funeral. I've not had time to tidy the area. Should you wish to look, it's around the back of the house. Oh, I did find it earlier. Who found him? The groundskeeper found him as he began his morning chores. Nikos is not here. He no longer works for the family. Why not? Perhaps the discussion best left for now, but in brief, with your father's passing, the family's financial affairs are unstable. Tell me more of this financial issue. I cannot say much about it as I'm still not clear on it all myself. Your father, it seems, had managed to run down his finances. Fuck's sakes, Dad, you were a piece of shit while you were alive, and you're an even bigger piece of shit while dead. While alive, he was keeping things going, though just enough to mask it from me. When things settle more, and with your permission, I will begin to go through the finances in his office to make sense of the situation. Perhaps I should look through these documents in my father's office as well. Where's the rest of the house staff? Fired? Yeah, has left the family's finances. Right. She seems worse than normal, my mom. She's been declining rapidly since your father passed, not sleeping, confusion, losing sense of where she is. I'm hoping your return will anchor her some. I'm sure that in a few days, when the pain lessens, she will sleep better, properly, normally. Until then, she wanders a little lost, and I help her get sleep when she can. I'm sure she'll be fine in time, Miss Domina. Has a doctor seen her? No, but there's nothing a doctor can do for her, bar to lock her away in a madhouse. I won't allow that. Okay. What news of the funeral plans? It has already happened, my lady. He was cremated and entombed yesterday. We did not receive word of your arrival, so your uncle hastened the event, as your mother's health had been understandably poor since his passing. I had hoped to allow you more time to rest after your trip before telling you. Are you fucking kidding me? I came all the way over here for his funeral and you tell me his funeral's already over? And they burned him, so they got rid of the evidence. That's not a coinkadinkle. I was shocked at this, and I'm sure that Albert noticed. An uncharacteristic softness came over him then. It was a suitable affair, I assure you. Why did you burn him so quickly? There was no word that you would arrive, and your uncle was worried that the Shroud would try to take the body. I had thought that all the worshippers of the Lich would have been taken care of by now. Clearly that was not the case. What's the Shroud? Given your father's part in the war, his corpse would have made for a valuable trophy. I thought the Shroud was gone. Your uncle has tried, but they are hard to find. They do not advertise themselves, you understand. And what makes him so sure there are any left? There were many mortals who fought on the Lich's side in the war. Not all were found. Your uncle believes that those who survived are out there, waiting. But I'm gonna become a necromancer, too. Oh, that's cool. Do they have the ability to raise the dead? I thought that was lost with the Lich. It is hoped so. The presumption is that they are waiting, hoping for a new Death Lord to rise. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the new Lich. Taking the body would be more of a gesture of resistance. Why would anyone living pledge themselves to an undead sorcerer? It's hard to say. For some, this life isn't enough, I suppose. They want more time, or maybe they just want to see others suffer. I speculate. Tell me more about the funeral. It was as you expect, a grand event with a soldier's guard. Your uncle spoke, then the cremation. Once the ashes were gathered, they were marched through town. The crypts were cleared and his remains were placed in the family vault. If the ghoul chased out are any indication, his ghost would have a suitable fight should God see fit to charge him so. A hint of pride showed across his face then, the most honorable burial possible. Your uncle has commissioned a statue for the town's center. Nasatia Masin has been hired for the task. The name meant nothing to me, but Albert seemed to feel her work was befitting of my father's memory. Why is there a half suit of armor on display? Did you sell the other half? Ah, we're in the midst of selling some pieces. Oh, I was joking. Necromancers bringing the fun back in putting the fun back in funerals? Oh yeah. In brief, your father's passing has left the family's finances under pressure. Conversation, for once, you are settled in, I think, Miss Domina. Why are the paintings taken off the walls? You're selling them. When did we get a fucking cat? That annoying creature turned up recently and started pestering us. I would have driven the beast away, but your mother insists on feeding it. My mom's based. Okay. Father had many important meals at this table, but I was never invited to those. I've already seen that one. Oh, that's the bathroom. Isn't it? Ah. Well, it's a toilet. It's not a bathroom. Still. My father's drink rack. Bottles of wine. Okay. Clearly a trapdoor, heavy-looking reinforced with metal braces, no obvious locking mechanism. I could not see any way to open it. Maybe Albrecht knows something. Okie dokie. One of my favorite places in the house. Many was the night when Albrecht would bring me here to fix me a latte? A late snack. Fuck me. I was like, wait, lattes in the fucking 1700s? Hold up. Maybe, but like, what? Snack once mother and father had gone to bed. On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, I'm not entirely sure it'd be called that. Can I... Oh my god, I can pick up the pots. They're my fucking pots now. Hell yeah. I can pick up all the pots. They're all my pots now. This is giving divinity. You weren't fucking joking. My... Hell yeah. I have so much shit now. I can use this. Can I use the stove? This is divinity. Can I make divorced dad dinners? Ingredient. Pot. Assorted food. I love assorted food. How does this work? I don't think it's working. Unfortunately. In fact, it's emitting acrid fumes. I should probably stop. It's not going well. I should stop. Water? Maybe. To make stew? You're right, because I have water. Hold up. No, it doesn't work. No? Well, fuck me. Whatever. I could use my knife to do something. I don't know. It's my fork now. A jar? Hell yeah. Have I stolen everything I could steal? I have. Wonderful. Stove. Is this stove different from that stove? Or is it the same? Nah, looks like it's the same. Yeah, this isn't going well. We'll stop. It's not stealing if it's your house. Fair enough. But that's also the argument I made as a rogue trader. It's like, it's not stealing because I basically own this entire place, so it's all mine anyway. And, not all the characters agree with that. Just saying. Hey, I have a question.
Can I help you, my lady?
Yes. Do you know anything about the trapdoor? He pauses for a moment before continuing. Zelig had it bolted down after some creatures found their way in through an old tunnel. Creatures? I only got a brief glimpse myself. They were horrid, cowering things with cruel fangs and claws. Your father and uncle drove them off easily enough and dispatched several in the process. Do you know how it can be opened? Would that be wise? Besides, no, I don't know. Sorry. Well, you're fucking useless, Albrecht. No offense, but like, for fuck's sake. I can either go up here, or I can go up. Zoom, 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 zoom. Unlike in Pentiment, it's not rude to run around inside your house in this game. I approve. It's very dark in my home, apparently. Abelard was better than Albrecht. Pfft, Abelard's better than everyone. It's fucking Abelard. A dusty storeroom where my father kept mementos of his adventuring days. This was another room I had been forbidden to enter as a child. But I'm not a child anymore. Ha ha ha. Stealing everything that isn't nailed to the ground. Albrecht doesn't even announce you. True. Mom never said no running in the house. Apparently not. Linen bag. If it has anything inside of it, I don't know how to open it. Ooh, a telescope. Can I take it? Hell yeah, I got a telescope, buddy. A dress! An old party dress of my mother's. I remember her wearing this at a big event in honor of Zelig when I was quite small. Can I wear it? Can I put on... I like the other one more. It's cuter. It's got more detail. Musket pistol. Ooh. And a cool medal. Hell yeah. I'm gonna walk around with a fucking pistol. And it's a musket pistol, which means it sounds like a fucking shotty. Held in hand. Held in hand. Well, I mean to put it, you know, on my hip, but okay, whatever. 1 second. I don't know. Right. Other controls. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, these are the only controls. Okay, good, because I actually really need this. There we go. I prefer being able to save on F5. It's way more normal for me. Can't see shit. How do I get to that side? Not through here, but there's a way up again. Door to Albert's room was always locked, understandable as it was his only place of refuge. Is that so? We already grabbed that. There's nothing else here. Okay, fine. Let's go back down. There's nothing here, which means the only other place we have to go is the big staircase here.
Can I help you, my lady?
No. Bye, bitch. No offense. No, I did not mean to go to the bathroom. I mean to see if I can open this. No, still can't open it. Shame. Shame, 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 shame. Oh my god, what? I'm busy. Hello? Svea, who was trying to kill me, but then we became friends. It was kind of weird.
You're back? This is delightful news.
Aww.
It must have been 5 years since we last met. Why, we were only a pair of girls back then.
You tried to murder me. Her grinning face fell serious then.
I heard of your father's passing.
So did
Terrible thing, but it won't overshadow my joy at seeing you.
Great. Do you recall our first meeting all those years ago in the cemetery, Sophia? When you tried to have me murdered by getting ghouls to chase me? Of course, silly children's games. That is not how I would have described it. Sophia did it. That's what I've been saying. She 100% offed our fucking dad so that we would come back. You seemed fixated on the creatures that infest the crypts. It seemed strange to me at the time. She looked at the ground, deep in thought. I suppose I was still trying to process my mother's death at the teeth of a ghoul. How can a 7-year-old deal with such a thing? Yes, I am sorry, my friend. Trust increased! Yay! What have you been up to since I was away?
Oh, this and that. I never really settled on anything, being honest.
What about acting? You were good at that. Sophia twirled around and waved her hands in the air.
All the world's a stage, and the men and women merely players.
She is so suspicious. I love her.
Well, yes, I fear my stage career started and ended in my school days. The pinnacle was when I understudied as Hermia in a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream that ran in the northern provinces 2 summers ago. We even performed for Queen Oka. Well, at least my troupe did. I didn't tread the stage in many performances, I'm afraid.
She smiled ruefully.
I probably spend too much time in garnets these days. Oh, this and that. I never really settled on. Yes, I was. I didn't manage to sell many, I'm afraid. I'm not cut out for it, it seems.
We'll talk again later, I guess. Ow. Okay, so you can't just keep getting +1/+1 trust. But I did manage to get +2 and +6 trust by picking the 2 opposite options of the same dialogue. I don't think that's intended, but okay. We'll talk again later. I'll just tag along with you for a bit and help you sort things out before you head into the city. Aw, she's gonna come with me? Oh no, she's staying here. Okay.
Can I help you, my lady?
She's been declining. Has the priest seen her? Has been a marvel coming here for private communing. He prays for her soul often. That's not happening. That's not helping. Sorry. This herbalist could take a look. He seems to be in the center of medical excellence in the area. There is no concoction he can brew to aid her. I don't know why he performed your father's autopsy, but I would not let him near your mother. Huh. Weird. Okay. Oh, she is following me. I'm worried about your mother, Domna. I know she was often a bit absent-minded, but she seems worse now. Apparently money has become an issue for the family with my father's passing. She must have many worries. You should check your father's office. Maybe there's some paperwork that can explain what's going on. True. So now she reacts to the stuff I click on. That's cool. I don't trust her smile. Yeah, me neither. I don't trust her at all. But that's okay. Does she not react to the books? Guess not. Does she react to this? No. Not to the books either. You don't know these books, ma'am? Doesn't seem like it. Does she react to me playing the piano? Sophia stood quietly and listened. Oh, I'm not playing it alone anymore. After a time, I ceased. Aw, that was adorable. She listened to me play. That was very cute. Sophia, do you have anything to say about the playing of the piano? No? Still talking about my mom. Okay, well, fuck you too. I'm more impressed you could just stay there quietly. She does come across as a somewhat chatty character. She does give that vibe. She talk about the crates? No. Did she talk about the paintings? No.
Can I help you, my lady?
Apparently not. My possessions, such as they are. Some changes of clothes, some books, nothing of real value. Okay. Chatty works. Yeah, it's okay. Does she follow me into the bathroom? That'd be fucking weird. Don't do that, Sophia. Sophia, do you know anything about how to get in here? No. You're not a lock picker? Sophia, do you know how to use a stove? You wouldn't happen to know how to use a stove, Sophia. Because I don't. And it doesn't go well when I try. There's just a lot of smoke. Right. Oh, that's okay, you know. Happens. Sophia, where did you go? Sophia? 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 We lost Sophia. Oh, God. Sophia? Where'd you go? Did you guys see where she went? Oh. What the fuck? Sophia? What the fuck? Where'd she go? She was here just now, and then she poofed, and then... What the... New game? Yep, new game. We finished Pentiment, so... We're, playing this game, and being very suspicious of it. Or, well, very suspicious of Sophia over here. She's our friend, but I'm pretty sure she killed our dad. I'm not pretty sure, I have a suspicion. Based off of fuck all, but that's okay. Look, Sophia, these look like toys that probably belonged to me. Leather trousers, a bladder, and some cloth. Fuck yeah, I'm taking all of it. Can't wait to be over encumbered in this game as well. Because I'm always over encumbered in every game. Fuck yeah. Sophia, the bathrooms of this house are fucking useless. They're empty. I think that's my bedroom. I'm supposed to go into my father's office. Father wasn't in his office, he'd often be here. I used to wait for him to leave so I could look at whatever he had just been reading. On the Conquest of Liches. I ain't reading all that. Non-living entities. Unlike undead creatures in folklore, the Lich seems to retain full sanctions. Does not act instinctively. It operates with intention, intelligence, malice. Cannot be killed by conventional means. Requires some form of extranatural intervention. The threat posed by such a creature is apparent immense. Ba ba ba. Okay. Well, that was interesting. On the safe procurement of Devil's Wood. Nothing more than a large novel hope, but at the time, the plan changes more into something more novel. You have to harvest the bark of a devil's tree at night, it seems. Mist rolled in from the sea by evening, only one returned bloodied and ranting. Strange beasts, curious lights, and I wondered if the tree also produced hallucinogenic qualities. I paid a man a bonus for his find, and gave the other men's widows an adequate recompense. Sits in my upper study, and indeed at night, or during foggy or misty days, the sapling turns dark and contorts in strange mesmerizing patterns. It has caused an agitation among the neighborhood dogs, and its bark does indeed exhibit novel properties when mixed with other agents, but the sapling refuses to grow. Of course, the porter tells me that it needs strange feed, which is not so easy to find. Corpse feed, he calls it. Thankfully, the supply of desperate men in need of coin is always plentiful. Well, that is a concerning statement. But now we know a lot about this particular plant. The caged creature of Kavasa. A maze of stone and iron, a thing. Shuffle this person. Was the price she was so eager to share with me? An abomination. Then the shape of a man, yet twisted, long jagged claws and teeth dripping with rotten juices, hunched with pallid grey skin. Oh, so it was a ghoul? Flinched from the light. Ghoul, she called it. Yeah, it was a ghoul. Okay. The Greek tale of Arachne. I am aware of Arachne's tale. This is the book I referred to in our recent discussions. I am reminded of the collared webs that have been reported in the canyon beyond the southern gate. The key to the plague ritual may lie therein, perhaps. This was a note left by our dad. Interesting. So that's probably our dad's office. We're not gonna go there. My cousin Lucas stayed when he was with us. I wonder when this room last saw use. No idea. We haven't been here in a while, bro. You wanna chat, Sophia? They were roommates. Oh, my old room. It was strange being back. I felt the same every time I returned home. Though it hadn't really been a home since I was sent away 14 years prior. Just a place I came to see my family. Now just a place to visit my mother. I hate walking into my old bedroom at my house when I visit my parents. My brain does not seem to like it. I don't know why. Should save. There we go. My parents' bedroom. Even now it felt like a violation to be here. Eh. My mother's journal was a mess of disjointed sentences and lists, as if she was trying to remind herself of even the most basic of tasks. A small key. I wonder what it's for. Ah. Two portraits of my mother. I recall the more recent one being painted when I was last home. The one of her as a younger woman must have been commissioned right around the time I was born, and it had always hung here. Even in the older painting, I could now see a hint of something in her face. Despair, perhaps, which I had never noticed before. Already a better inventory system than Original Sin. Don't at me, bro. Don't even. Ooh, so many clothes! Hell yeah! So many clothes! Well, that's not working now, is it? Oh, that's the difficulty. fancy dress. Bedgown. Aww. I think you might be a little weird. It's okay, I forgive you. We will use this for necromancy later. My father's study, where he spent most of his time. Diary of a barkeep? Dearest Zelig, I found this curious diary in a bar I recently acquired in Aachen. Given some of our prior conversations, I suspected you might at least get some amusement out of it. Werner would love it if you came out to visit again. Yours always, E. Oh, because there's some kind of beast. Deformed calf, all twisted and wrong. Folded note, tucked inside. So people were sending him like evidence of sightings of mythological / supernatural creatures in other places. I had a vague memory of the man from my youth. A general alongside my father and uncle, a close friend of theirs. It marked his death. It was 1726 during the Lich War. The Lich War. Based. Missed all the books. Shelves, an old volume entitled Seances for the Living. Could find it here again later if it seemed useful. Looked like there was something up there. I could probably reach it with a stretch. Sure. Inside, oh, Macbeth. Inside was an unaddressed letter my father had clearly intended to send, but now never would. Oh, man, you owe me a debt and I intend to collect it in a week hence. I warn you, neither to disappoint nor shortchange me. The result of either would be most unpleasant for you. Okay. A globe. It had the Americas on it. It was peppered with tiny red and black flags. I couldn't help but be curious as to what they meant, but there was no sign of a key anywhere. I have a key. But why would I want a key? Why did you mention a key while looking at... What? I have a tiny key. Do I put it in my hand? No? Well, then I don't know why you're talking about a key. I don't get it. My father's armor had been gathered dust here since the Lich War. I could see that it had undergone several repairs, including several severe gash on the back. Father had been lucky to survive that war. Then again, I considered anybody who came back from that war to be lucky. I considered making use of it. Spend 0 skill points to struggle with it. Fuck. I should not have considered making use of it. I have, like, 1 strength. Well, no, I have 2, apparently. No, I have, like, 1. Yeah, I have 1. Let's not waste it on this. As I turned away, I smiled ruefully, pleased that my father was not witness to my impotent display. I struggled with it for a while, but could not manage to separate the armor's components parts. Okay, yeah, no. It's probably not important. I'm sure. Impressive collection of books. Diplomat. Most of it was lost on me. But I noticed Machiavelli's The Prince in the midst of it all. That's a pretty good book to have for a diplomat. Yeah, that makes sense. Any politician of a non-democratic state, I guess. My father's desk, a pile of maps and writings scattered across it. It seemed he was as messy in later life as I recalled from my childhood. Okay. I examined the papers. It was a scattering of personal and academic papers. My father was not, to my memory, a particularly learned man, so I was surprised to see writings from Zosimos D and Paracelsus. I could make out no discernible pattern in what my father had been researching. I looked at the maps. Up-to-date charts of the known world. Sketchings of the local area with various nearby tombs marked out. I searched for details on the financial matters. Albert mentioned the family affairs. I ignored the other texts and focused on ledgers. Things were bleak. I could understand why Albert decided to cut back on the staff. With my father alive, he could have held things together certainly, but what were a butler and my mother to do with that loss of income? Where had all this money gone? The ledger showed it bleeding out, but to where? Perhaps in those books he had been looking for a way to turn lead to gold? There were also some letters on the desk. Of note, the one demanding payment, or else, stood out. I was shocked to see my father was in debt to some shady sort, but given his finances, I understood at least. What does it say? Well, I don't know, Sophia. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the fuck you went. Serious money problems, I fear, and some kind of moneylenders involved. Oh my. Should I be telling the truth to Sophia? Probably not. The game literally started off by warning me about how I should be careful not to assume who are my friends and who are my enemies. And then immediately, Sophia is just following me around the house, snooping. And I'm like, well, this is the most obvious foreshadowing to have ever been foreshadowed. Ah, well. It's funnier if we fall for it. The drawer is locked. Well, what a coinkadinkle. I do have something for this. Some personal items of my father's. A strange trinket, a bottle of wine, of port wine. Hell yeah. I assume that's what port means. It's port wine. Bluestone ring, leather gloves. I'm taking all of it. Did you even have an option for her not to follow you? I don't remember. Maybe? Mana boost. And it has a skull on it. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, Jesus. Interesting. It gives me access to mana. A knife. My father's old belt through which he administered discipline. Okay. Okay. And I'm guessing I can't wear it. I can hold it. Can I fucking use it as a weapon? I mean, accurate. Use the belt on Sophia. Oh god. Huh? Me equipping a knife and the game immediately starts talking to me about crimes and... Okay. Oh lord. Oh, combine items here. How interesting. Better when equipping the knife than when you tried to cook and there were acrid fumes. Yeah, that was pretty concerning. That would be embarrassing. Yeah. Very true. Can I eat the cooked meat? Can I do something with the cooked meat? No? Well, okay, fuck you. A bladder. A strange stone. Can't really do anything with it. The clothes in this thing? Maybe. Grease? We should be able to cook in this game. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. We are cooking, metaphorically for now. For now. For now. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Anyway. Ah, interesting way of sorting. Already a better sorting system than fucking Divinity. I approve. Fuck it, eh? Anyway. I already opened it. You dum-dum. Been there. Hi, Sophia. You said my father died from drinking. I must check around the back of the house outside. That's where he was found. Okay, let's go do that then. Thank you for being my tutorial friend, Sophia. Very helpful. I've actually already been behind the house. But I guess that was too early. I'll need to go again. There were bottles next to the cat outside. I remember, yeah.
Can I help you, my lady?
I have more questions. Who found him? Oh, it was the groundskeeper. I recalled seeing financial documents on my father's desk, though I had not paid them attention before. I should check them again. I already did! What do you mean you should check them again? What? Hi, Kitty. You still don't want to talk to me? Aww, I want to talk to you, Kitty. Why won't they let me talk to you, Kitty? What the fuck? Oh, hi, Mom.
His ship should be back any day now. Oh, why must he stay away for so long?
Mom, he's literally dead.
Any day now. Any day.
What did Albert tell you about your father's last days? We already had this conversation. We'll talk again later. I don't want to be mean to Sophia. I know I'm memeing and stuff, but I don't actually want to be mean to her. Yet. Mess of whiskey. Bottles lay scattered on the ground beneath a battered bush. So this is where my father was found. Spend 0 skill points to just feel disappointment. I love this game already. Disappointment's free. Hell yeah. You gotta spend skill points to remember whatever the fuck it is you need to remember about your dad, okay? But disappointment, that one we give you for free. Fuck yeah. Okay, fine. I'll spend a point. A small key, half buried in dirt. Hadn't been home for a long time. What I'd learned on my return made me wonder if things had changed a lot in that time, or if I had been too young to form a realistic picture of my family. But it seems like he wasn't particularly fond of whiskey, so this is odd. My mother was ill, very ill. I remember her being absent as a child, not distant. She had been a loving mother, just one who was different. Only now I could see she had been dealing with something significant. Father had been in a precarious place leading up to his death, which itself raised suspicions in me. I resolved to stay in Mars for a time to assist my mother, not wishing to be a further drain on the family. I would go into the city and look for work. All the while, I would seek answers about my father's death. Something was not adding up, and I wanted to know what. It was time to go into the city. Mom? Mom's gone again. I was wondering if Sophia would say something.
Hello!
For work, talk to people about the strange circumstances. And Jedrick will want to see you. Okay. That is a weird mechanic if you need skill points to proceed. You don't need skill points. You don't have to spend them. Only when you... Oh! I'm sorry. I'll be right back. 1 minute. And we're back. As I was saying, you only need to spend skill points if your skill level doesn't already match the necessary skill. So if it requires 3 points in persuasion and you only have 2, then you have to spend 1 skill point. But if you already had all 3 skill points required, you wouldn't have to spend anything. The key I don't think was part of the skill check. I think that was just dialogue that came after, regardless of the skill check.
Can I help you, my lady?
Was father drinking whiskey? I was never ordered to buy, and he only drank wine with his meals, but I would not know what he had been gifted over the years or what was kept in his study. I guess I have some questions about the city. What can you tell me about the herbalist? Halen, not much. We don't move in the same circles. Store, one assumes if you walk you'll see it across from the hospital. There are flower boxes out front, so you should find it easily enough. Is the hospital still in the same place? Market Square. I think he'd rather spend money on the military. He never was one for never leave a man behind, even as a boy. Always asking your uncle to move them. But to where, he asks. Spend the money. Military. Do you know where I might find the Undertaker? Irving. His home is towards the castle. I delivered some instructions to him recently. Near the gate, it has a strange overhang on it and sits next to a house with a pleasant garden. What is all this questioning in aid of? I hope you're not planning on causing trouble. I wish to learn more of my father's final days. Indeed. What was the gardener's name? Nikos. You don't know where he lives. He's polite, your father paid him well. He kept to himself. Sometimes frequents Garnet's tavern at the marketplace. Father Olivier. Did he preside over Father's funeral? He did. He tends to serious spiritual needs. I presume I'd find him in the cathedral. Yep, he rarely goes to the chapel. I suspect he doesn't like being outside the city walls. Okay. Could we talk about the finances? Milady? How do things get so bad? Did Father not have a military pension and independent investments? He did. I must be honest though, I was never privy to your father's financial matters. I can only surmise that he had substantial expenses unknown to me. Surely you could sell off some items to help us through this period. Indeed, and I am already making inquiries. If you would please be patient, milady. I hope to obtain a proper price for some of our paintings and other items. Thank you. What about some of the wine? I'm making inquiries already. Thank you, Albert. He said something about the kitchen. In the storeroom above the kitchen.
Can I help you, my lady?
That was an accent, sorry. I was trying to check my things, not yours. No whiskey in it. That's not much to state he was found in.
Hello!
No whiskey to be found. Was he really a whiskey drinker at all? Is the kitty still here? The kitty moved. Where did it go?
Zelig, is it time for bed? Has it? Oh, yes, I think it might have. I recall... No, that was a dream, I think. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Did Father speak to you about the family finances? No, I was never privy to such things. I don't have a good head for numbers. He locked the records in his office in the small drawer next to his main desk. Wait a minute. Did I not read? Did I only acquire things without reading? No, I definitely read it. Where did the cat go? It's not here anymore. Nope, still can't open that thing. Well, I mean, at least Sophia has no such fucking problems. Good for her. There you are, kitty. What are you doing here? The cat moaned at me, but did not move. I stepped away. Why are you so mad? Fuck off. I want to pet the kitty, but the kitty's being very, very angry with me. He's being very mean. I'm sad about that. Ah! Accidentally minimized the game for a second there. Zum 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 zum. Let's try this again. Oh. 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 Okay. I guess we just have to go to town now, eh? Oh. Right. We already read that.
Can I help you, my
Do you know why
lady?
the fuck the cat is upstairs? You don't... Right. Okay, well, fuck you too. Guess we're going out. Me and my girl Sophia. We're going. Going to town. Whee! Can I go outside? Through here? No? Well, fuck you too. I know there was a way through here. Haha! From around the corner, a familiar face appeared. Who the fuck?
It is you! Oh, I saw the carriage pull up and hoped.
Uh-huh. My childhood friend. His demeanor was as cheerful as ever and as oblivious considering the circumstances.
You have become quite beautiful.
Sophia, I missed you already. He stopped short and blushed, then looked down at his feet before
It is
continuing.
good to see you. How are you?
After a moment, the penny dropped.
Well, yes, of course. The funeral.
Yep.
Terrible thing. I was at it. Shame you weren't. You would have liked.
He trailed off as he heard himself, rubbed the back of his head, and stared thoughtfully at the ground. Sophia chuckled loudly.
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm. I had hoped to be back in time for it, but it was not to be.
Well, yes, of course. I didn't mean to suggest you missed it on purpose or anything. Was it the roads? Were they full of dangers? Bandits and fiends and the like?
We did meet 2 ruffians near Marnes, but they were amateurs. No, the funeral was moved forward.
I understand. Look, meet me for a drink in Garnett's Tavern later, and we'll have a right proper catch-up.
For sure. A right proper ketchup. Ketchup? Anyway. Sure. Why not? Where is Garnett's Tavern?
Yeah, sorry. You won't know her yet. She only bought it last year.
The
It's
other
the
side of
tavern on the
river.
other. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Does everyone just walk around with a marker and the map so they can mark things on each other's maps? That's pretty cool. Do you have any idea where I might find employment? The docks?
Or,
The
try
academy?
over at the academy. There's a school there and oh, yes. I saw a sign outside Garnett's this morning. Take a look at that. Someone such as you who specialises in fancy talk might even enjoy working in such a place.
In a tavern?
Here, I'll mark them all on your map.
Doing what? I'll be off now too, Domina. I will be at Garner's too, sooner rather than later. Oh. Well, I'll miss you, Sophia. Bye. Holy shit, everyone's named. Everyone's named! Fuck me. Where are we? Where are we? What? Is it the X? Yeah, it is. We're here. Holy shit. This is a lot. We have a lot to do. I know. Oh my god. Okay. Right. What does the game want me to do again? Kozarik's gardener. The herbalist. I can fast travel. Well, we shouldn't fast travel yet because we haven't uncovered the entire map, so. Zoom zoom. Hello, Crescent. You have a lovely name, ma'am. I can't talk to you, but you have a lovely name, ma'am. Bye. Can I go into the water? Ah, she doesn't know how to swim? That's reasonable, but sad. She should learn how to swim. His name is UI? Oh no, it's Yul. I was a little confused there. North Noble Quarter. Right. Water. Huh. I can't sit on the benches. Sad. I can't talk to Elsa. Why can't I talk to Elsa? Let it go, Elsa. Let it go. Can I go inside? No. Or maybe I can wait, because the game doesn't register doors the way you think. You have to just walk through them. You can't interact with them. It's fucking weird, by the way. Right. Okay. Nothing here then. For now. Probably something later. Eric. Cool name, bro. Cool name. Can I... Guess not. I cannot. No, I cannot. Okay, so these two buildings are just useless to me. You could kill people one by one. I could, in theory, yeah, I believe. Right, so we've been around these buildings. But there's also this building. I can't get in, though. And I can't jump, so I can't get over the fence. Hmm. Shame. Shame, shame. Shame. A bakery. Cool. Where are we? Here. Okay. Yata. Guess I can't get into the bakery from behind. That's fair, I guess. I'm actually more like here, but okay. They won't let me talk to the mysterious red dress lady under the tree. Sad. Not too far off the herbalist at this point. I'm a little lost, I'm not gonna lie. Diedric's house. Why would I go to his house? He's not there. I would just be barging in. Oh, there's the herbalist. Is this about to be... Am I about to commit a crime if I grab those? No, it doesn't look like it. Everyone's okay with me just stealing the plants. Awesome. Good to know. That's good shit. Oh. We could go talk to the herbalist then. Let's talk to the herbalist. There was no answer. Close for business, recuperating at home. Halen. Well, I don't know where you live, bro. Bro, where the fuck do you live, bro? Assorted goods? My favorite. Oh, I'm supposed to buy it. I'm not interested in buying. Lockpick? A feathered hat? That's pretty cool. I don't even know how much money I have. Oh, 21. I'd totally buy a lockpick. You never know when you need a lockpick. Fuck yeah. Everything else I have is very, very necessary. Extremely necessary. Lockpick buying will be inconspicuous, I'm sure. I think so, yeah. I think so too. They have pumpkins, that's pretty cool. I won't buy the hat. Not yet. Not yet. Sanum. I was about to say Salem. So this is the market. Fruits and vegetables. Checks out.
Fresh bread, rolls, Birox. What can I interest you in?
What the fuck's a Bierock?
Buns with meat and cabbage inside. So savory. From the homeland. Russia thinks they invented meat buns, but you and I know better, yes? These are popular in Stettin, but we eat them all over Brandenburg. Would you like one?
I have no idea where any of those places are, but it sounds delicious. And now I'm hungry. Fuck. Have I eaten dinner? No.
Please.
That does sound pretty delicious, man. Baklava. Oh, that's what... No, I actually don't like that. Me remembering what baklava actually is. Me remembering I don't actually like baklava. Not my kind of dessert. Not my kind of sweet pastry.
Fresh bread, rolls, Birox.
Do you have anything sweeter?
What, sweeter? A tart or maybe strudel?
Strudel?
Cake perhaps? I'm afraid I do not have any prepared. People will sometimes order such things from me, but they are too precious to bring to market. Back home, they celebrate the birthdays of nobles with cake decorated with sugar and so many candles. I have tried to get the Baron to do this for his lady's next birthday, but he has not agreed.
Okay. The conversation just ends there. That's a bit awkward. Okay. Sure. Permission understood my father's memorial statue was to sit. Oh, okay. My father's statue goes there. Cool. Sulan. Hello, Sulan.
Your cards. I will not read.
Fuck did I do? Why?
Your future is not set, and yet I see that you will seek the wood of the devil.
Joke's on you, I already read a book about that.
Its bark carries occult properties. Through it, men commune with their lord from beyond.
Yeah, I already read a book about that, man. I know all about it. Hi, Carlotte. Not
Oh
Charlotte.
there, goodly madam. Can I interest you in some rare foods? Cheese from the kingdoms of France, perhaps?
No.
Or dried meat from the 13 colonies? Why, I even have some rice from the east and grains from Africa.
You didn't have to go all the way to the east to get rice, sweetheart. You can get rice from Portugal too. Da-da-da.
Certainly. See here.
Buttercream. Buttercream? Oh, okay. Goat's milk, eggs, grease. She said she had rice. Fucking liar. Maybe it's in the assorted foods. I'll allow it.
Oh there, goodly madam. Can I interest you in some rare foods? Well, return when there is. Hunger comes for us all.
Excuse me, madam.
Hello.
Can I interest you in spices from the Ottoman Empire?
Depends on the spices. Why would he know where Halen is? Do we know that he's friends with Halen or something? This is oddly specific. Oh! He provides some of my supplies. I have not seen him for a few days. Follow towards North Gate. You will see it on your left. His house is over the other side of the river, close to the keep and the barracks. There we go. I must admit the voice acting needs some work and enthusiasm. A little. Thank you, Ekram. So you're Ottoman. I've heard fantastic stories of the Great Empire.
Alas, no, I am not an Ottoman by birth.
Oh.
I merely acquire fine spices from the Empire for resale.
So you were born here?
I am from Senegal,
Oh!
a land far from here on the western coast of Africa. Africa.
Senegal, that's a French colony, I think? Why did you travel so far? His jolly face fell. Uh-oh. Was it not a good thing? Sorry.
There is too much suffering there, my friend.
Oh.
I have
okay.
seen many of my people stolen away, or killed if they resist. Mans is a safer place, where difference is tolerated and where the French and the English do not commodify the native people.
Where is this place we're supposedly in? Where is Marnes? On the map.
I only hope that my fallen brothers and sisters find peace in Akira, the next life.
Okay. Well, that seems really rough, but...
I know not. We are truly positive by nature, but under the fist of the European slave trade, what can we do?
1700s? Yeah.
Even our sacred island, Saint Louis, has been despoiled by their trading settlement and fort there. The souls of our departed dwell there before their journey to the afterlife, and now our enslaved dwell there too, as they await the big ships which sail away west and north. A purgatory indeed.
Did you tell me if Senegal? I feel like you already did, but...
It is a wonderful land, where the desert sands make way for our most fertile coastline, and millions of birds visit us each year in a dazzling display of color and movement, where my people live and joyfully worship Allah still, despite the trials brought to us by the Europeans.
It had Muslim settlements before France got there? I don't know French colonial history, so I don't know what they did. Portuguese colonial history is a little, well, different, I guess. What you have for sale? Cayenne. Allspice. Okay, it's not a mixture. I had to Google that because I was like, the way it's spelled, it sounds like it's a single word, but the name sounds like it's gonna be like some kind of mixture. That's why I rolled my eyes, because fuck me, do I get annoyed at that. Let me translate that to Portuguese real quick. Huh? I don't recognize this spice. Cayenne. I know cayenne. Do we call it the same? Really? Okay. Sure. So many spices that I'm used to, and he doesn't have a single one of them. Bless his heart. Wait, did I miss anything? No, okay. Vegetables. Fine.
Hello.
Until evening, I was not trying to speak to you. Hello, there's a fox. The fox was cautious but friendly. I could tell it was hungry too. Do I have any food? I offered it the assorted food. The fox grabbed the meal and scurried off. Bye, little foxy. Aw, you cutie patootie. We should follow it later.
Welcome, madame. I have fabrics from across the known world. Linens from the Nile, wool from the highlands of Scotland, and, of course, silks from the Orient. If there is anything I can help you with, please let me know.
Your wares.
With pleasure.
She wasn't joking. There it is. Silk, 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 silk. Little thread. Cloth. The hospital is here. Ah. I wonder where the fox went.
Can you spare a coin for a poor old woman?
Placed a coin.
Thank you kindly.
Okie dokie. Think we've spoken to everyone? A guard.
Sorry, hospital is closed to visitors. Dr. von Salfelden's orders.
Why?
You can ask, but I don't have an answer for you. I hardly understand anything the man says.
Medical reasons.
Medical reasons. There, that's your answer.
Okay, that's a little weird, but okay. 1 second. Ah. No one answered. No one answered. Okay, so the hospital's closed as fuck. As close as it gets. That's the North Gate. North Gate. Well, Cathedral's also here. Could go there. Wait. There. There we go. Ooh, wiki. Can I get in? I feel like as a necromancer, I shouldn't be in holy places, but you know. Oh well. I'm not a necromancer yet. We should be fine. For now. Hello, Father Olivier. What reliquary? I'm not seeing shit. The true shin bone of St. Mark. The bone itself was firmly shackled in place and behind bars. You're scared people are gonna steal a shin bone? As I approached the priest, he spreads his arms wide to welcome me.
My child, word reached me that you had returned home to pay your respects for your father. Most noble.
What happened? With the funeral?
Your uncle requested it be moved forward. He feared the Shroud had intentions of breaking in and taking the body, even with the extra guard on the Grim. I had understood that to be the family's wishes. Though now I suspect you had no say in it. I do apologize, my child.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kibdilos, thank you for subscribing. I just realized. 16 minutes late. I am getting faster. Does my uncle have any reasons to fear the Shroud?
My child, we all have reasons to fear the Shroud.
Okay, yeah, but
I cannot say if he received threats or something else to cause such concern. It was not my place to pry.
Sorry. Did my father confide anything in you?
Your father was a man who, well, worshipped the Lord in his own way.
My father was a practitioner
He
of the
would
dark
come
arts.
to church with your mother when her health allowed it, but he chose to battle any demons he may have had, without the spiritual armor of confession.
Has my mother been able to attend church of late?
In truth, her attendance has not been so good of late. Mr. Hoffman had been taking her more than your father these past, say, 6 months. But even then, her absence is cruel. But worry not for her immortal soul. I have called to her often and tended to her spiritual needs. Now that you are home, perhaps you shall accompany her when she's able.
Of course, Father. Splendid, and of course Mr. Hoffman can continue to call for me as your mother needs. So the Grim lasted only 5 nights. What's Grim? Oh, some kind of funeral thing. People wanted it to be longer so they could say their piece to your father, wish him well on his coming journey. But the more mourners that attended the Grim, the more likely some of the Shroud could access the body. Your uncle was beside himself. He wanted a funeral befitting your father, but also to protect him. In the end, he opted for a shorter private Grim with a funeral procession. A good compromise, I thought. May I visit the Grim chamber? I wish to pay tribute to my father, and the crypts are too dangerous. This is the closest I can get to his final resting place.
Of course, my child. It should be open to you.
Just enter the tower.
Just enter the tower and go down.
I must be frank with you. I am suspicious about my father's death. He peered at me in a guarded way and tutted out loud before answering.
My child, you must not talk like that. The whole city is in mourning. For Zelig was a hero to each of us. I am sure in your grief you are mistaken.
Why are you saying that so aggressively? Right.
Sorry, you can ask, but I don't have an answer for you. I hardly understand anything the man says. Medical reasons. There, that's your answer.
I thought it would have saved when I walked in or something. Yo, father.
My child. Word your uncle. I had understood that to be the my child. We all have reasons to fear. Your father was a man who, in truth, but worry not for her immortal soul. I have called to her often and tended to her spiritual needs. Now that you are home, of course, my child. It should be open to you. Just enter the tower and go down.
Again, my condolences for your loss. Yeah, of course, of course. Of course. child. So where is this thing he talked about? Do you think he'll be upset at me for running in the church? Probably not. I'll be fine. Christine Pfeiffer. Virgin Mary.
Yes, child.
Did you know my father? No, he did not attend church as much as he should. I hope you're more devout than he. Well, I have bad news about that. I will be turning to Satan. Soon. I'm not that sorry. But I'm a little sorry. Spooky scary skeletons. Shivers down your spine. To see additional attraction items in the room. Okay. The door was of metal with a double bolt. The guard post even had arrow slits so that those on duty could safely dispatch the body should it rise again. Our traditions had changed so much in recent years. Good lord. This is where my father lay in the coming days of the funeral. Book of condolences. Look at all these people, so many well-wishers, so many strangers, all of whom got to see my father off when I did not. Do I put on the strange amulet or some bullshit like that? No, that didn't work. Well, the girl's gonna try. Nothing. Well, I tried. Someone's upstairs. Amongst the books, language instructions, Germanic, Slavic, even Latin. Wait, wasn't there a dude here 5 seconds ago? Glory in Marnes. Read and beware all persons in Marnes, beware for devil is among us. The bridge is where he can be found. When storms strike in the dark of night at the witching hour, he has come. Wearing the skin of a man, charting his infernal boat, the ferryman comes. He promises power, but the price is high. Do not agree to the devil's bargain, or you too shall be stained. Wear the ferryman of midnight storms. Cross not the bridge, and speak not to his devil. At the bottom was a very poorly drawn ferryman and his boat beneath a handful of lines that arced ever so slightly. The main bridge in town, I assumed, where the river was crossed at the marketplace. Interesting. How so very interesting. Huh. See? Where did he go? I'm just gonna let the character walk on her own. He's clearly here, but just bugged out. Well, rip, bro. We'll talk another day, I guess. Did that work? Unstuck? No, it did not. Oh well. It unstucks me, not the dude, I guess. He's supposed to be here, yeah. Is there an angle from which I can see the poor man? Nope. Some other day. I'm sure he'll get up from his study eventually. I hope.
My child!
Did I advance? No, anything. Not at all. Okay, well, fuck me then. Actually, I didn't check. Is there anything here? Oh, there's something here. I would rather not steal that brazier. You know what? I'd rather not steal from the fucking church. I'm not even a fucking full-fledged necromancer yet. I'd rather not piss off God, you know? This early. Not yet. Maybe later, but not yet. Right. So we've been there, I don't think I've been to the graveyard per se. I should check it out. Look at that, a graveyard. Hell yeah. Cool. My boy Irving. What's up, Irving? You have a cool hat, bro. Gravedigger stood over a freshly dug hole. I wish a word with you.
If I wanted to talk to the living, I'd find another line of work.
He has a point. I gotta say, he has a point. Please, I am Domina von Elster.
And?
Again, he does have a point. You cremated my father recently. I wanted to ask you some questions.
Well, I've no interest in answering them. Look, I said good day. Did it all nice and kindly. But if you don't leave me to my work, I'll turn nasty fast. Now get. Go on.
I don't think this is gonna go well. No debt has risen up, if that's what you mean. He doesn't give a shit. How's business? How do you think? I get paid the same wages. If I bury one body or 6, as far as I'm concerned, the less dirt I have to dig, the better. Okay, his dad was an undertaker, now he's an undertaker. Tell me about your father. What's he to you? Hard worker, good man. Hell of a lot better than the bastards running around Marnes these days. Okay, 1 second. At least the saving and loading is fast. I appreciate that.
If I wanted to talk to the... well, I've no... Look, I said good day. Did it all nice and kindly. But if you don't leave me to my work, I'll turn nasty fast. Now get. Go on.
Hard worker, good man, hell of a lot better than the bastards running around Mars these days. Whole bloody town's forgotten about him, but he was the one who made sure everyone's kin got a proper send-off. A good man.
What?
Irving leaned on his shovel with a pop of exhaustion. Yeah, he's pretty done. And I'm guessing if I say sounds like miserable luck, he'll be upset at me. Lucky enough to have boys as father, you inherit your titles, I inherit my shovel. Oh, he's actually not upset. He just wanted to chat. Shove off! And then that one just pisses him off even more. Okay. He's so pissy.
What?
What? Good afternoon to you, my good sir. Right, I got fuck all out of this guy. Lovely. If I cross here, it's gonna be this area. Should go there. Maybe there. Just need to go north. Do I know where north is? I do. There's a compass over there. Nice. Wheelwright. The fuck's a wheelwright? The wheelwright was a large man, and not one I recognized. Perhaps he was new to the city since I was
You're
last
staring. What do you want?
What do you do here? Anger, exasperation.
I'm a wheelwright. I build wheels and I fix them.
Fair.
Do other carting work too when needed. Not much work for me on the boats, but I make steering wheels when asked.
Fair. Small fire. I don't know why that's relevant, but I'm sure it'll be explained later. House was supposedly north-ish, right? Hello, Miss Angelina.
Yes, what?
Have you seen the herbalist? Aye. When did you see him? He went out this morning. Can I go?
Gates ain't open.
Can you open them
Gates
for me?
ain't open.
But could you open them?
Not today.
Okay. But the herbalist could. What the fuck? Why can the herbalist go out but not me? The fuck? Northgate Tavern. What's that? Locked. Lovely. Great. Oh. Orthodox Church. Cool. Can't seem to go in it. But cool. There's a... It's your little puppy! Hi, puppy! The dog sat there. I looked in my bag for food. I offered him food. Wait, where are you going, puppy? Wait for me. Wait for me. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why can't I sit down so I can pet you? What the hell? Stop moving. Sit down. Hey, there we go. I petted him. I petted him. I petted him. And I petted him and I petted him and I petted him. And then you know what I did? I petted him. I didn't have any more food for him. Aww. Sir, I just fed your dog outside. I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to, but he was really cute and I couldn't resist it. I couldn't even contemplate stealing from him as he stood there staring at me. That's funny. On my father's fireplace, General Aldous Schmidt spends 0 skill points to make a connection. He looked similar. Oh. He looked similar to the blacksmith, a relation perhaps? Are you related to this man?
Aye.
Smith? What do you make here?
This is a blacksmith's. What do you think I make? Most weapons,
Fair.
some armors, metal fittings, buckets, chains, and the likes. I'll shoe your horse, but cart work isn't for me. That do you?
Does that do me? I don't fucking know.
Is that so?
Crossbow, brazier, a knife, a halberd. Fuck yeah, halberd. Short sword might be a good idea. Eventually. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe later.
Aye.
Aye. Bye. Lovely meeting you, sir. Sophia's house. Let's go harass the shit out of Sophia. Oh, who's Chandler? You send chandeliers? Sell chandeliers?
How may I assist you? Certainly.
Oh, he sells candles. Close enough. Let's go harass Sophia. She wasn't home. Fuck. I don't know why I just assumed I'd be able to walk in. As if people don't lock their houses.
Milady.
Have you seen the herbalist? I'm not really acquainted with him. Can you open the gates?
I'm afraid not. The Baron declared the city closed for Lord Zerlig's funeral, to symbolize the city's mourning. We only let you in because, well, it's you.
How long is the city in mourning?
Until your uncle gives orders otherwise, I cannot say when that will happen. And you, my lady.
Okay. Fair enough. General store. I'm guessing I can't steal it from you, but I will try.
Welcome.
Whoops. Oops. Right. This is not a Skyrim style you can look but not take kind of thing. You can not look either. Gotcha. Trespassing bad. Right.
Welcome. Browse my wares if you see fit. And do not be afraid to ask if you need any help.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Domino. Before I forget my manners. I'm so sorry to hear of your father's passing. Thank you. It is very kind of you to express your sympathies. The people of Marins have been too kind to me. If you need help finding your bearings in your grave, please remember me. What kind of things can I buy here?
Bags, gloves, and tools. That sort of thing. The store is very much as you'd expect. We do also get dry ingredients, but they're mostly made to order.
Most of the clothes for sale here I make myself. They're rough and practical rather than fancy. I even cut hair, can you believe? We do sell weapons too, guns and munitions, mostly from manufacturers up north, but sometimes exotic pieces from overseas too. I don't like it at all. I have my values, but I also value my customers' needs. I can't fathom what kind of store wouldn't sell what people want. You can cut hair? Never mind. May I see your wares?
Of course. The best prices you can find in all of Mars.
Okay. Okay. I know where to grab these things if I need them. Thank you, ma'am. I'll try not to steal from you. For now. We'll see later. Where was I supposed to go anyway? Oh. Interesting. I should find Helena the herbalist and ask him why he did the other. Ah, I should find Nico, Zara's gardener. I need to seek work in the city. Potential work. The academy probably makes more sense, but yeah. Pottery. Hardware? Of what kind? Compass, firewood, bricks, hammer, tinderbox, scissors, lockpicks. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Zandros.
Alright, love. Spares the coin, will ya?
Handed him a coin.
I am so grateful. Thank you, madame.
Madame. Town hall. Cool. Didn't know there was a town hall. Oh, it's locked. That explains that. Okay. Military quarter. Where am I? Lost, that's where. Should go east. I am lost as fuck, boy. That way? There are a bunch of kids here. Hello. Oh. Oh. They look more unkempt than I recalled.
You looks just like Master Lucas.
That's because I'm his cousin.
You know the schoolmaster? Of course she does.
The child who spoke was older than the others, a girl of perhaps 12. She sat back and watched the others, and they paid heed when she spoke. You know me
Just
then?
got me into the ground is all. Your father, he's the one what died yesterday.
Yep, he died a few days ago. The funeral was yesterday, yes.
Sorry. My father died way back before I was born.
Technically possible, as long as it wasn't 9 months before you were born. I felt something brushing my side. A short-haired boy jumped back, pulling his hand away from my pocket. It had already dodged back too far. What are you doing?
I wasn't doing nothing. Nick! Nick, stop that! I'm sorry. I'll make sure Nick tells Father Huber about this in his confession.
Who are you, children?
We're just kids. We're school kids is all. Just waiting on a new teacher for lessons.
Spend 0 skill points to tell she's fucking lying. The older girl scowled at the one who let it slip. Orphans?
What of it? We're as good as any kids. You ask Master Lucas.
I don't need to. I can tell just from talking to you. Bright children, one and all. She seemed pleased with herself, and a palpable wave of contentedness washed across the gathered children. What's this talk of a new teacher?
Quit. Father and haven't run away to do kisses forever.
Oh. The crowd started giggling then and making kissing noises. I thought it time to ask about something else. Can I ask them about the schoolmaster?
Hello again.
Hello.
We'd love to, but we're so hungry. We don't get much to eat. Only what the school can spare, and that ain't much. If we had some food, that'd give us the energy to fetch the schoolmaster. Surely it would.
Girl, you're trying to fucking bribe me. I'm inclined to just give her the fucking food anyway, but let's see what happens. Oh, that was very mean. I don't like that.
Cousin, I am delighted to see you, though I only wish it were under better circumstances.
It was strange to see my cousin after so much time, doubly so to see him working as a schoolmaster. I had gathered from my correspondence while away that he had not followed his father into politics or the military, but I had not expected this.
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
You are the schoolmaster?
Yes, can you believe it? It was about as far as I could get from father without actually running away.
I'm happy for you. I am too, most of the time. Sometimes this lot proves too much for me and I rethink my choices, though. It was said cheerfully with a friendly head shake in the children's direction. They responded with childish rebellion, a stuck-out tongue here and nonsensical whooping there. I could tell that they liked him and he them. I hear planning to take on a new teacher here.
I am. It might not be up your alley, but if you're interested, I would be happy to give you a chance. Think on it, cousin, and come back to me. I could certainly use a trustworthy hand with my work here.
Cool. I wish to ask about my father's funeral. A different tone overtook the conversation then, not just one of sorrow, for it was that, but also a sadness, one that seemed deeper than I thought was warranted, if you could believe such a thing.
Of course, cousin. A truly sad affair. I am so sorry you missed it. I pleaded with father to wait. I knew you would come. But he couldn't be talked with. He was sure the Shroud had ill intentions towards your father. He has feared them gravely since the war. Obsessively so.
I don't trust you. I don't trust my uncle either. I don't trust any of you. What did you think the Shroud would do? Seen his fair share of what the necromantic magics, whether you believe they could actually do it. Trapping your father's soul or reanimating his body would certainly be a coup for them. I'm sorry that was distasteful of me. All I'm saying is that whether his fear was rational or not, I can understand him having it. When's the last time there was word of the Shroud? Truthfully, I don't know. In the tavern, late at night, somebody will mention seeing people move through the graveyard nights before, and there have been rumors of bodies going missing from unmanned grims, but the Undertaker and the guards all dispute these claims. Very little is officially declared, so it's hard to know, really. Would you have any idea why the herbalist would have performed the autopsy and not a doctor? That is strange. I do recall a military skirmish with nearby bandits recently that went poorly. Perhaps the surgeon had their hands tied with the wounded from that? Certainly I can see father rushing ahead by any means to get Zelik cremated before whatever ill fate he envisioned came to be. You have a lot of questions, cousin. Do you suspect something? I do. Well, be careful. If you're correct that something strange is afoot, then whoever is behind it is likely keeping an eye on you. It was totally you. It was totally Lucas. And I shouldn't have told him. What did he think the Shroud would do? What's the last time? Another topic. You are the schoolmaster.
Yes, can you believe it? It was about as far as I could get from father without actually running away.
Farewell, cousin. Farewell. Well, he was delightful. Oh,
So,
wait, he is the academy.
what can I do for you, dear cousin?
I still need a teacher? I am. Does this mean that you want the job? I hadn't received another offer yet, but I was sure other work was out there. Taking this, of course, would conclude my search for work. I will check the other options before I come back, but I'm probably gonna go with this one. So we're here now.
Hello again.
What's that? Oh, Diedrich. We've already talked to Active. Nothing. Oh, what was that? Something upwards. Do I get to go on top of the... Oh, no. Not quite. I was hoping I could get on top of the wall. No? Nah. Just walk along the wall. Which is cool, but nothing here. For now. I just completed this game. Cool to see you play it. Oh, there we go. They sold me at gothic style game plus necromancy. I was like, hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Hello, Mr. Jonas. Who the fuck are you, Jonas? I was too busy.
Ah, don't sneak up on me like that.
I didn't.
You've added 4 years to me carrying on like that.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am, yes. I served in the Lich War and, well, the dead scare me.
I'm not dead.
But we all have to take turns on the dead man's gate, sadly. I never relax when stationed here.
Has the herbalist gone out this way? I don't think so. He'd have no reason to. I guess maybe there might be herbs that only grow on this way, but I wouldn't risk harvesting them, that's for sure. Is the gate closed?
Yes, of course. It's always closed. Unless, you know, it's open. I mean, sometimes we're ordered to open it, but not right now.
Is the gate closed?
Yes, of course.
I see.
It's always
Thank you for your
closed.
time.
Oh, you're leaving. Are you sure you don't want to stick around until my shift is over?
Why? Did you want company? Are you that lonely, bro? South Noble Quarter. Very cute. So I'm like here. And that's the cemetery. Okay, so we've covered this entire area. We could just TP to the marketplace and then start checking this. I'm inclined to say south, but this isn't south. South is that way. This is west. Let's go to the docks. Yes, I'm going the right way. Wimmer's Tavern. Leonardo, my man. I don't know who you are. Two striking young sailors sat at a table, a man and a woman. The smell of cheap ale punctuated their laughter and conversation. They turned heads, whether for their boisterousness, good looks, or perhaps both. There was a roughness to them, but in that way that made people weaken the knees.
Remember that tiny barman in Ordona, eh, Vittoria?
No, you too. God, we have the same taste, don't we, Leo? Though he's a barmaid.
Had her too.
You didn't. I tried. Damn.
Okay,
Not avail
two
again.
bisexual pirates. Let's fucking go. The young man spied me and held up a pair of coins between his fingers.
More ale, and quick about it.
Leo, no. That's clearly no server.
This fine woman has found the truth. I do not work at this tavern. The man sighed and put his hand down, looking long into his cup. The barkeep strode over, snatched the coins, and deposited a pair of pints. The expression on the barkeep's face said that this had been happening all afternoon.
Ah, sweet ale. It's off.
Oh, hi, Severin.
But it chases away the aches of a long stint at sea.
And it loosens tongues as well as bets, if you get me.
Is that how you got that barmaid?
A tale I will be happy to tell.
Okay. You tell me the tale of the barmaid, then. Oh, Ortona is such a wondrous city with so many beautiful people. After a hard day of work, Vit and I found ourselves in a den of pirates, washing away their frustrations with the best ale in all of Abruzzo. I thought you were a pirate. Ortona is the arse end of ports, and the den of pirates was a tiny, empty tavern with just us and some local drunkards. We were the pirates. Exactly. Was looking for a while until I heard bisexual pirates. There you go. You should have seen Maria carrying flagons of ale against her bosom all day long. She had the most silken black hair and her eyes sparkled like sapphires. He kind of sounds like Pauly Shore's Pinocchio. I have no idea who that is. I'll give you that she was beautiful. I think her name was Antonia, though. Not that you ever asked it. Holy shit. This angel hung on my every word all night and laughed at every story. She's trying to get you to buy more ale, son. She was so captivated by me and I simply had to have her. You kept feeding her extra coins all night, exactly. Of course she was going to say whatever you wanted. Where did you get all that anyway? Well, you had me hold your coin purse in case you went overboard on the ale. Oh, shit. You arse! That's why I didn't have enough to... We'll talk about this later, Leo. So what happened with the barmaid? What do you think happened? Or perhaps you might like a demonstration? No! That could happen if you play your cards right. I think I'm good, buddy. Right here, right now. Not appropriate, Mom. I think I can guess, thank you. How boring, truly. Tell me something of yourselves if you like. Leonardo and Vittoria, Leo and Vit, to friends, and you can be my friend anytime. For sailors, though, pirates. Hang on, tell us something about you, like your name. I am Domina von Elstruck. Oh, Lady von Elstruck is it? How fancy. Slumming it with the commoners, that's me. Oh, cut her some slack, Leo. Look where she is. Haven't you ever been curious what it'd be like to land a noble? Bet I could teach you a thing or two. The lady becomes a servant. Do everything I ask. Oh boy. Oh no! This is getting out of hand. Oh. We're 5 minutes into this game. 5 minutes into this shit. How did I already find this? Oh god. How bad of an idea is this? Well, we can always save scum, right? So what is your command, mistress? Oh, this one likes to play. I'll think about it. Really? We're just your average Again, you are a pirate, not a sailor? I mean, I guess you're both. Kind of after a couple months on the route, Vit here is especially desperate because someone got stuck on cleaning duty and smelled to high heavens the last week or so. Oh, come off, we're sailors. We always stink. You just have the first mate all to yourself. How'd you like this place? Rumor's great. Place is always full of interesting characters, clearly. By interesting, you mean 3 loonies grasping at old ideas, smugglers, fences, and loud sailors? And yes, they're interesting. It's us. We're the loud sailors. How's the sailing been? Rough. The Adriatic's a mess these days. Not so bad as our parents' time during the war. True enough. People remember, though. And there's too many ships looking to steal cargo these days. Is that you? Are you the one stealing the cargo? I have sailors and soldiers during the big fight over Dalmatia. Oh, please don't hold our heritage against us. Leo's father fought with Rulston against his own people in the Venetian War. And Vit's father did some work for the barons some years ago. Taught us everything he knew. He wasn't the same after. None of that now. Dad's a good man. Vit won't tell me either. Tried for years to get it out of her. Bet if you loosened her lips a little. Saw it off. I don't like talking about it. It's why Ma left. Don't ask again. Leo's father fought against the Venetians. Proud of it too. He made a home. The next province over in Runch. You know, with the fishers. When the Venetians tried advancing the border, he just couldn't stand by and do nothing. He loved to tell stories about it. We lost him a couple years ago. A drink for a good man lost. And then they raised their cups. And now they're even more drunk than they already were. What do you like to do in your time off? Clearly steal cargo from ships. They're pirates. You're looking at it. Ale, cars, and attractive patrons who ask questions. She means you. You'd be fun. At least I don't think she'd be boring. Enjoy your ale. Let me save here and see if it's possible. Oh boy. Nice.
Well, hello there.
Huh. Okay, you're pretty easy on the eyes, you know? What say we have some fun? May have said so. Like, I did not speak to you, Leonardo. Don't be daft, she meant me. Thank you! You? Easy on the eyes? Set Leo straight, won't you? Nothing about this conversation is straight, Vittoria. I want both of you. This is giving Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, this is giving Baldur's Gate 3 right now. But no, actually, I didn't mean Victoria. She stood up and put her strong hands on my shoulders. Holy shit! On my shoulders, holding me in place as she went in for the kill. Her tongue was like a dark pat, parting my lips and finding mine. Holy, that was fast. My hands found her ass as I pulled her closer, gulping for air in the scant moments that our lips parted. Eventually, though, I had lost all sense of time. She pulled away just enough to whisper. Just a taste for now. Bet you'll be crawling back, but I've got ale to drink. Maybe some other day. Fuck. Some other day, then. No one gives a shit. Everyone just thinks this is perfectly normal. This is a wild tavern. Okay. Oh, you gifted him a sub. Thank you. I approached 3 older gentlemen sharing a table. 2 of their number were loose, comfortable clothing. Oh, loose, comfortable clothing, whose maintenance left much to be desired. The third, more svelte. What the fuck the svelte? Meaning. Slender and elegant. Today I learned a new fucking word. The third, more svelte and healthy looking, wore a well-fitted overcoat with a crisp, starched collar. All 3 seized their animated conversation at my approach. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Indeed it is. But have we made your acquaintance?
Yeah, have now.
I'm sure we would have remembered a woman of your elegance.
He says.
Quite right. These old eyes may not see as well as they once did, but they still recognize beauty.
Thank you.
I'm sure the lady has better things to do than listen to your doting compliments.
Old man trust increased by +10. Hell yeah. I got the trust of the old man.
What can we do for you, madam?
No. Compliments should never be ill-received. Thank you, gentlemen. I may have flirted my eyes a little.
Yes, quite right, my dear.
I really came to chat.
To first introduce ourselves. I'm Channing, a native of the barony of Mark.
That means nothing to me, Channing, but hi.
My colleagues are Leopold and Sherman, both formerly of the Prussian army.
Okay, that tells me a little more.
Delighted to meet you, madame. And your name is?
Domina van Elstrick, daughter of Zelig van Elstrick. The old man visibly stiffened. Uh-oh. Minus 25! No! I lost the trust with the old man! No! I am so sad.
So nice to meet you. Zelig was a great man, of great service to the city.
And to the whole kingdom.
They're upset at me. This is why we save scum. So we don't lose out on fine conversations with lovely old man.
Indeed it is. Quite right.
I'm sure the What can we do for you, madam? Allow us to
Delighted to meet you, madame.
I am Misha
And your name
Horst
is?
of Saxony.
A lovely name.
And so fitting for such a lovely face.
Totally. What would you like to discuss? Do you know the docks well? We do indeed. Settled here, oh, how many years ago was it? At least 9, I'd wager. Close to 13. 1721, if I recall. Is that so? If you have any business at the docks, Gerhardt is the man to see. The docks are no place for reputable women such as yourself. Yes, but be careful. The serpent has eyes for nothing but coin. He'd sell his own mother if there was profit in it. Speaking of coin, might I trouble you fellows? Of course, good friend. Another round, barkeep. You must know a lot of history. No, just because we're old doesn't mean we're relics. We still know how to show a lady a good time. Excuse me? Channing looked at the ceiling unimpressed. Of course, there were the wars. We saw the tide turn against Venice. We saw Aldous march his undead army across the kingdom. Just think of what the power could have given, Rulston. Ahem. Perhaps we should turn to other topics? Something tells me your follows are up to more than you let on. Channing hushed the other two men with a quick wave of his hand, even as they both started speaking. They ground and rolled their eyes, but halted just the same. That's not much of a deduction. Who doesn't have their secrets? I tried to convince the old man to open up about their secrets. Spend 1 skill point. Absolutely. Our activities are not for everyone. That might be, but we'll never succeed in our ambitions if we don't grow the herd. Come a bit closer. We can't shout this to the whole tavern. I leaned in. You've heard of the Shroud, the clandestine revolutionaries fighting to bring back the Lich, to restore Aldous to power? You're looking at them. My father's enemies. We're gonna be such best friends. Bro, fuck yeah. You're looking at them. He gestured extravagantly with his arms in a way that he perhaps thought to be impressive. I thought there'd be more. There used to be. Until those petty aristocrats beat us back, destroy the very thing that saved them from the Phoenicians. Easy, Sherman. But now that my careless associates have told you our business last, we'll want assurances that you won't run straight to the Baron. Otherwise, there'll be considerable repercussions. Can we trust you? Of course, my discretion is yours. Excellent. I knew we had nothing to worry about. Hush, my friends, these are dangerous times. As I turned away, I could hear him berating the other two. I thought I'd delve into the depths of your expertise. Care to answer my questions? There we go. I bought them around. Oh, do you trust me now? Plus 25 trust, okay. Okay, we can get things out of them now. When do you think Aldous will return? This is not easy to answer. What is time to a lich? Our days and years mean little to a being that can live for millennia, but that does not mean we should sit back and simply wait. The sooner the lich returns, the sooner that we can avail ourselves of his power. So you're working to bring him back? Every day, we imbibe many substances that let us see into other realms. But there is a disharmony between our worlds. We catch only glimpses, so we must imbibe for a great many hours, and often. Can you communicate with the lich? Not directly, but Aldous is resourceful. When he was vanquished, his soul did not simply dissolve. We understand that he occupies another realm close to our own. And you communicate with this realm. There are substances that allow us to see past our plane of existence. By partaking of these, we can glimpse his missives. They are hazy and unclear, but in time we are certain they will bring forth a clear palette of action. What kind of orders have we received so far? They're jumbled. We must partake of the ritual every day. Which in turn means that most of our, shall we say, organizational efforts are currently focused on obtaining more substances that let us speak with Aldous. I see. Why do you still follow Aldous? Why would we not? Do you really believe that a being who once rose from the dead is truly gone? His power is insurmountable and he shares it willingly with those who follow. He does not hoard it like our so-called royalty. Any and all are welcome to join his ranks. He makes no distinction between highborn and low, between intelligent and simple, or even between life and death. That is quite egalitarian of him. Death is the great equalizer, you have a point. Aldous simply let us make use of that equality. Okay. Aren't they lovely? Okay, nothing else. Lovely, we just successfully spied on our enemies. Well, they're our enemies for now. Later, they might be my friends, we'll see.
Well, hello there.
Bye, Vittoria. Love you, Vittoria. You're adorable, Vittoria. Who the fuck is Weimer? Yo, sup? Okay. Weimer stood behind the bar, tending to the glasses with a staccato efficiency. Your tavern certainly has some peculiar clientele.
Yes, I suppose so.
Care to tell me anything
Not
about them?
particularly.
Not even
I
they are?
have 3 old fellows who come in regularly, and I'm sure they'd rather I kept the rest of their business to myself.
Fair.
Only that they come in and spend their pensions on ale. The rest is not my business.
I left it at that. Have you no discretion? The Shroud is an illegal cult, enemies of the crown and their baronies, obsessed with the Lich. You cannot simply ask if my customers are members of an organization like that. Okay, fair. I figured that might be the case, but I wanted to ask anyway, just in case you had something to say. I'm to meet my friend Yedrick here. I am? He works over at the library. I think you have the wrong tavern, though. He never comes in here. Did you try Garnet's place? Fair enough. Are you hiring? I'm not. Glass of whiskey, please. Might I sell you some fine wines? Glass of whiskey? So what do you know about those 3 old men who frequent the tavern?
Only that they come in, and the rest is not my business.
I should charm him. And if I knew it, I could stop bothering you. Indeed, the less involved I am in your little inquisition, the better. I know only that the men have strange occult curiosities. Simply tired old creatures. Okay, no.
Only that they come. The rest is not my business.
You don't care what happens in your tavern. Okay, yeah, this doesn't matter. Okay, no. We don't really get anything out of him that we haven't already gotten out of them, so it's pointless. he's not super helpful. There's nothing here. I guess this is where he sleeps, probably. What's that? I can make alcohol here. Hell yeah. I can make fucking moonshine. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound safe. But now we know, in case we need it. Hello, Marilyn. She made a sashimi movement to show that she had seen me, then she gestured for me to sit.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. Pleased to meet you. My name is Merlin.
Well, guten Tag, Fräulein, to you too. Why do you sit here alone?
It's a quiet place to read, away from the bustle of elsewhere.
What do you read? She held her book out and waved it in front of me, keeping her thumb inside the marked
It
page.
is one of Shakespeare's greatest, Hamlet.
Oh.
Only recently available in my native dialect.
Cool.
It is a most thought-provoking exploration of life and death, betrayal and revenge, and the madness of a son whose father has been murdered.
Oh no. I wasn't sure what to say to that. Why the face mask?
The men here have wandering eyes. The veil keeps them at arm's length.
Is that really why? The way you spoke made it sound... Why not go to a more upmarket place then? That's so easy for a well-to-do woman such as you, but some of us are lacking coin. Apologies. Are you a visitor?
Well, I am from Saxony, but not a visitor. My family moved to Mons last winter.
Oh.
A beautiful place indeed, and the winter here is far kinder than we are used to.
If you say so.
Well, I'm a scholar. And an aspiring writer. I fear I yet have much to learn in my craft.
Well, if you ever write anything, I would love to test read it. She's lovely. I like her. I like Merlin. Merlin's lovely.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Guten Tag. Okay.
It's a quiet place to read, away from the bustle of it. The men here have wandering eyes. The veil keeps them at arm's length.
I have connections. Aw. I do really need the money. He's my competitor, sort of. I might try Gustav. He's been in the Marnes much longer than me and has all sorts of contacts. Watch out though, he'll skin you alive if you let him. I haven't seen him around for a day or two. I'm sure he'll be back soon. A fine telescope. Care for a silver table setting? I'm still looking for a buyer. Okay.
Well, I am from Saxony, but not a visitor. My family moved to Mons
Okay,
last
so
winter.
you
A
have
beautiful place indeed, and
connections.
the winter here is
Cool.
far kinder than we are used to.
I like her too. Yeah, I like her. She sounds like she's from the fucking Thieves Guild or something. That's pretty cool. I do like me a Thieves Guild character. Big fan. Fish shop. And I can't go in? Guess not. What's going on here? Fine gentleman and lady.
You don't talk about a man's wife like that.
What the fuck, Darius?
I said nothing.
Ramon. I love your name, bro. Please stop beating the shit out of each other.
Oh, my face.
His face!
Stop this! Stop this right now! What are you idiots doing?
He said my what?
Tell me, do you see crates around you? The crates waiting to be loaded onto the boats? Well, do you? It was rhetorical. I don't care why you're fighting. I care why you're fighting on my time.
Look, you want to defend your wife's honor? Go defend her after 5 p.m. once you're done with work, okay? Workers were silent now, no doubt, fearing that this was another rhetorical question. I suspected it was not.
Your silence deafens me. God's what I'd give for a competent worker.
You won't have one, because I ain't working for you,
Back
bitch.
to work! All of you! Expect today's wages to be short. Cover my loss of earnings from this idiocy.
The foreman left to muted rumblings from the crowd as they turned to work themselves. I wondered if his comment about a competent worker was real or just angry words. Fair enough. What a mess.
Out of my way. There's work to do.
Can I quickly ask you, who is the boss around here?
That'd be Drago.
Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca.
Get out of my way, you fool. This ain't a place for gawkers.
Tell me about yourself, Rebecca. She stopped, arms folded, and looked at me incredulously. Are you soft in the head or something? Get lost. I've met your sort before. Huh? You have? What did I do? What?
Get out of my way, you fool. This ain't a place for gawkers.
Here for fisting your ribs, I drink alone. Sorry, madam. Jesus Christ. Dude barely works and he's yapping over lost earnings. Yeah, he's a little weird.
Out of my way. There's work to do. That'd be Drago. Out of my way. There's work to do.
Get out of my way, you fool. This ain't a place for gawkers. Get out of my way, you fool. This ain't a place
Sorry,
for gawkers.
I guess. Hello, Drug. Oh, Ramon. The man's handsome face was swollen and bloody, and he inhaled sharply as he touched it. Hello there. That was an unfortunate incident. My name is Domino.
Hello to you, too. I am Ramon.
Hello, he says. He smiled and gestured so that I held out my hand, which he kissed.
You are most beautiful, my lady. I hope you do not mind me saying so.
Sure, you have a respectable mustache, my dude. I mean, sir. What was all that about?
Well, Darius says I spoke ill of his wife. He lies. The man is not even married.
That's hilarious. And why would he say such a thing?
He is a Persian, and I am Venetian. He turned on me so the others would take him into their fold. It is a stupid and selfish plan.
Where do I find the harbor master?
He is in his office, and today I would not disturb him. For our fighting has made him angry.
Would you bring me to him?
My friend, I cannot go anywhere right now. Darius split my lip and loosened the tooth.
Oh.
Barely stand his shouting when my head does not ache.
Could I bring you some medicine to introduce me? His face contorted as he looked at me, his shoulders slumped and he
I
sighed.
have few friends right now, so yes, I would repay your kindness. There is an apothecary near the marketplace, over this side of the river. Thank you.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. He bowed slightly and
My
smiled.
lady, perhaps we could meet sometime in more social circumstances.
There is something about being sat ass on the fucking ground right after being beaten the crap out of and still and like being so fucked up that he needs medicine, but still he has time to fucking flirt with my character and ask her to go out. This is impressive. My dude is committed. He is very committed to the bit. His eyes sparkled at this, and he grinned so broadly that he winced. A most handsome face indeed, despite its current state.
I should like that very much. Perhaps we could meet in Garnet's Tavern for a drink. I am often there in the evening.
My dude, I have like 50 people at this point who want to meet me at Garnet's Tavern in the evening. I guess it's gonna be one big fucking reunion. He bowed again, then caught my hand and kissed it once more. I appreciate it, but you're still ass on the ground, bro. That is very funny. Oh, there's the apothecary. I've been there. How did I miss it? Okay. Right. Let's help out our bro. Kingdom of Rulston. Oh, oops. Elstrick. Marnes. Runch. Republic of Venice. Ah. Habsburg Monarchy, Republic of Venice. Interesting. Practical herbalism. I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened. That sounds great, sweetie.
Welcome, dear and kind madam, and 1,000 kindnesses on you for visiting my humble store.
Someone's very happy I showed
Whatever
up.
ails you, wounds, illnesses, or maladies of a more private nature, I am here to help.
I need some supplies for a wounded man. He was roughed up in a brawl. I told the apothecary the full extent of Ramon's injuries, and she gathered some medicinal items. She told me it would cost 15 crowns! Oh! 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 Cheaper, please. Pray might I take these items now and have the man send over the money later. I'm the Baron's niece, trustworthy and easy to find if I prove not to be. She eyed me suspiciously, but eventually nodded. You do look like Madame von Elstrick. Okay, I'll take you on your word. Oh, shit. But it took down my trust. Fuck, I don't want to lose points on trust. But it's so expensive. This better be worth it, you piece of shit. Bro. Bro about to make me so fucking poor.
Welcome, dear and kind madam, and 1,000 kindnesses on you for visiting my humble store. Whatever ails you, wounds, illnesses, or maladies of a more private nature, I am here to help. This is an apothecary shop. Whatever malady strikes you, I can whisk up a tonic to soothe your pain.
And don't get involved in spiritual wrongness. For those who need to speak with a priest. Or folk of that ilk. That ilk? She looked around and leaned in. Far be it from me to dictate where you seek counsel, young woman, but if the priests can't ease your issues, there are other faiths and other paths. Folk remedies, those with the cure, and not that I know of any here, witch doctors. You've been tending to the maladies of Marnes for long? I built this shop up from the ground long before that hospital arrived, all by myself, no thanks to the guild. The guild? The golden ones, dear. The guild of merchants. Though very few of our merchants actually count among their members, I'm not a member, for example. When Marnes speaks for them. Gernhard, there you go, the harbor master, that dude. Just because he controls the port, he is the only merchant that matters. How would you join? Join. Petition the guild in the capital, bring something noteworthy to the table. I would like to speak with the merchants of Marnes, but I just do not have the pull required. Okay, enough about the guild. That must have been hard work. At least I can say I did the work with my own 2 hands. Thank you for the information, ma'am. You've already answered this
whatever
question.
malady strikes you, I can whisk up a tonic to soothe your pain.
Have you seen Halen? No, I have not. He hasn't called in for supplies in several days. You could try his shop, or his house is near the entrance to the keep. Okay. Oh shit, I can't ask her about the dude anymore. Wait, no, I already bought it from her, right? No, I already bought it, right? I think. Fuck.
Welcome, dear and kind madam, and 1,000 kindnesses on you for visiting my humble store. Whatever ails you, wounds, illnesses, or maladies of a more private nature, I am here to help. This isn't whatever malady strikes you, I can whisk up a tonic to soothe your pain. As you wish.
There we go. Insect repellent love potion. Wart remover. Mushrooms of Roston. Linen bag. Fire root. Burns salve. Lavender jar. Pestle and mortar. Mistletoe. Okay. I'm sure I can sell stuff later and then I'll get some money back. It's probably fine that I'm a little low on money. And with a little low, I mean I literally have 1 gold. I'm sure that'll be fine. And you've been sitting on your ass here the entire time, huh? The man's handsome face was swollen and bloody, and he inhaled sharply as he touched it. I have the medical supplies, buddy.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate your help. Give me time to dress my wounds, and then I shall bring you to meet the Harbour Master.
I don't actually give a shit about the Harbour Master. I just wanted to help you out better. With cap in hand, Ramon brought me into the Harbour Master's office. The room was more basic than expected. Behind a large desk, the older man I saw on the docks was bent over an enormous...
Hello.
Okay. Oman, I wonder, was this the same Oman who was indebted to my father? The man behind the desk didn't rise to meet us. Instead, he continued to flick through his book, making notes as he went. What is it? This woman wishes to speak with you about work on the docks. Does she now? And what is the young lady's name? As he spoke, the harbour master gestured to Ramon to leave. The Venetian bowed slightly and hurried out. I am Domina van Elstrick, daughter of Zelig and Juliana. He put down his quill and looked at me. Noble born, hey? I gather you're due inheritance, no? We need have you for real work. Trying to get back in shape.
Yes? Yes?
Second. I came to discuss the debt you owed my father, the debt I have now inherited. He stopped glaring into his book then and stood tall to look at me. I hadn't seen it before, as he was stooped all the time. I spoke with him, but now as he stretched out, I could see he was no small man. He was old, yes, but he still had a powerful frame. He might even have worked the docks himself with such a physique. I felt uncomfortable. I owed your father nothing, girl. And even if I had, I owe you less. Do you understand? Now, whatever other business you may have had with me...
I am Gerhard, the dockmaster.
Now, whatever other business you may have had with me is complete. I don't wish to speak with you again. Interesting. So maybe it was a different Oman that owed him, or he's just lying. Which, very likely, of course.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate your help. Give me time to dress my wounds, and then I shall bring you to meet the harbor master. Hello.
What happens if I lie? I'm pretty sure he'll be able to tell. I won't pay you, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yes?
I heard you're part of the Golden Ones. It is no secret that I am the representative in Martins. What of it? Who are they? Merchants. Da, da, da. My port is a large port. Is a lot part of that. Goods headed for the Empire in the east. Must come through this port. There is no one else in the Golden Ones? And tell me, young woman, who could possibly be capable. Do not tell me you have developed heirs for going into competition against me. No, not I, of course. How fortunate for you being a golden one. There's nothing to do with it. I've worked long. Ba ba ba. Just you. There's no one else in the golden ones. What happens if I... That contemptible woman, she has tried to petition the guild several times and is a thorn on the great vine of Mars. She's not a rival. She could not muster the effort to gain any favor amongst my guildmates.
Yes?
Okay, that's it. Nothing else from this man. Those two are very together. Very buddies.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Oh, okay, well, fuck you too, I guess. Hey, Ramon. You wanna chat? Ramon stopped what he was doing to catch his breath and greeted me with a smile. Oh. Bye, I guess. Halen's house, there it is. Alphonse. That is. We can find out. Hello, Alphonse.
Whoa, watch out. Heavy crates being stacked.
Okay, guess you don't want to talk. Understandable, you're in the middle of work. Gotcha. Where else? Andrus. Hello, sir. Andrus? My uncles keep the guard on duty.
You there! His lordship isn't seeing guests today. Doors close as he mourns his brother's death. You there! His lordship isn't seeing guests today.
Okay.
Doors close as he mourns his brother's death.
Right, later then. These were the main city barracks, an impressive collection of building housing hundreds of soldiers. Hello, Eric.
Well, hello there, miss.
Goodbye. Okay. Did you have to talk like that?
The barracks are close to civilians.
Okay, well, she's very straightforward. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that's the house. There was no answer. Halen, call back tomorrow. Not at all. I have a fever. Okay, sorry. Irving's house. Well, we know Irving's not home right now, because we literally talked to him earlier. Barracks. We've been pretty much everywhere now. Except inside of the keep and to the tavern. Neat. Actually, this is a good place for me to stop. I will continue tomorrow. I'm very, very tired. Save new. We cleared. Map. Go tavern. Or keep. Go tavern or keep. Map clear. There we go. Thanks for the stream. No problem. See you guys. Bye.